love of the game.
Hello guys. Hello guys. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Thank you guys for joining me. Thank you guys. Share the video. Share the video. Thank you. Share the video. Let us enjoy this wonderful Friday night. You know, tell your friends, tell your enemies too, as we are live this wonderful Friday night for Ghana football, Friday night football special. Today is going to be interesting. Let me just try and wake some people up on Instagram so that I can know that we are live. We are live. So help me share the video as you join. Please like the video and also share with your friends too. You know, like the video. If you also want to support us, you can use super chats to support us. You know, we appreciate it. You know, no amount is too small, no amount is too big. We will appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you guys. Thank you guys. Let me know where you are joining from. Let me know where you are joining from. Let me know where you are joining from. Like the video as you enjoyed it. Like the video. So those on Instagram, please make your way to YouTube so that you will not miss any part of the show. World Cup qualifier match day 7 and 8 is over. We look forward to match day 10, match 9 and 10. So a lot of things still about to go down, about to happen. So let me know where you are joining me from so I can give you a shout out. We'll be joining very soon now. I'm just trying to put two things together here. River State Wisdom, thank you, Wisdom, for joining. Thank you, Wisdom, for joining. Thank you for joining, Wisdom. I think you are a first time on the. I don't think I normally see Wisdom here comment, but thank you for joining, Wisdom. Guys, share the video, and as you join, to also like the video so that the like will really support us. It will go a long way. Oh, Kenel Konko from Germany. Thank you for joining from Germany. So, guys, we're going to start very soon. Just trying to put some few things together. Then can start. Rashid Ajmeji from England. Thank you. Rashid Ajmeji, thank you for joining. You are a regular here. I normally see that name on a regular basis. Imisi Oget, thank you for joining. You are joining from Blue Island. Aide Isaac from Toronto, Canada. Oh, Isaac. Okay. From Toronto, Canada. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. So I'm going to start. Richly from Abidjan. Thank you also for joining. I'm going to start now very soon so that we are. Oh, Winnipeg too. Thank you. That's my man, Otuba Salam. So thank you for finding time to actually to join us this beautiful Friday evening. So let me just start as usual. I like to start on the home front. I like to start at home. Let me start at home so that you guys know that I like to start at home. So yeah, thank you for joining again. This Friday Night Football Club. So please, guys, like the video. Like the video. If like the video. I think we have 15 likes out of possible 47 people watching. About 50 people watching, and we have 15 likes. You can do better, guys. I'm in Lagos, and my dad, Mr. Gospel, greets you. Oh, thank you, Manuk Etuk. Thank you. Oh, Manu, I think I know Manolo Etuk. I think I know that. Oh, thank you for joining. Thank you. So I'm going to start on the home front quickly. And if you don't know, the next in the 8 days, the qualifiers for FIFA under 17 World Cup will start. Wafubi region. So in 8 days, it's going to start in Ivory Coast. So Nigeria been grouped alongside Burkina Faso, the junior slums of Burkina Faso, and also the junior shitters of Benin Republic. So the game will start. The match Nigeria game, I think it's against Benin Republic is on the 24th of September. So the winner, I think two teams will qualify for the Africa Under 17 Championship that will take place in Morocco, next year. So the best 10 teams from that tournament will qualify for the Under 17 World Cup that will take place next year. Let me just remind you, Under 17 World Cup is now annually, is now every year. So that means that CAF must also organize Under 17 AFCON every year. That's a big investment every year. So that on the under 17. So we hope that they can qualify this time around. Last time, Nigeria failed to qualify in Wafu Zombie. We finished third after beating Ghana 3-2 the dramatic third place game. But unfortunately, we didn't qualify for that tournament. So that's the reason why they're giving us what's it called? That's why we don't be watching our 17 World Cup at home. So Qatar too. I think Qatar will be hosting the 17 World Cup now. So that is that on the under 17 championship. So, and a little bit about not a good news is that I saw this on the Nigerian media that Victor Osimhen faked his injury. I don't know why he's going to be getting this type of blame, but I think this claim already been dismissed by Asamoah Gyan himself. So that there's no time that he said anything like that. We're in the media world now that you can just be on the internet and type anything. Osimhen is not fake injury. He said that this news is fake, my brother. So he's just trying to deny that the news is actually what is fake. He did not say anything that's to do with Victor Osimhen faking injury. So, and fake news is very bad. I watched a South African football show yesterday, and I realized that TK, a veteran journalist, said that he got a rumor that Victor Osimhen faked injury. That is coming from this. It's coming from the Complete Sport newspaper. It's coming from that. So we have to learn. We have to be very careful on how we actually we put information out. I think that is very vital because people consume anything they like now, and they just bring narratives to anything they like. So it's very important that we make sure you put the right informations out. So that is that on Victor Osimhen. So another bit of sad news here is that today, after a series of scan, Nottingham Forest confirmed that Olaina will be out for 3 months. That means that Olaina will miss Super Eagles against Benin Republic and Super Eagles against Lesotho next month, and he will also miss the potential playoff in November, and he will just be back for the AFCON. So, do you think Eric Shell should select him after not playing football for 3 months, and he'll be back in December? Do you think he will be fully fit for the AFCON? Let me know too in the comment section. If you want me to address your comments, you can leave super chats with it. I will actually address those things. Leave super chats with it. So if for 1 month, I don't know. I think I saw 3 months. So out in December. So now let's just move on to a little bit of a transfer news too. You can see some that player actually they're moving very well. This guy is just a 60-year-old. So put by Fabrizio Romano that AS Roma, AS Monaco confirmed what Ekene Chukwani. Ekene Chukwani is a Nigerian-born player, has joined actually Monaco. So that is actually is a good news. But fortunately, he's playing for the Denmark under 17. But he's got a very good Nigerian connection too. But because we don't call foreign players to our under 17, so Chukwani is not good enough to play for an under 17. That is the problem. It's not good enough because we don't call foreign players for under 17. We rely on academic players in Nigeria to play our under 17. That's why Shukwani is not actually will not play for Nigeria at that level. So now let me just go to the African continent now because we are talking to me that Spitlai talking about Nigeria alone. Let me just go to the African continent quickly now and talk about the just concluded FIFA World Cup qualifiers are taking place actually in Africa, only Africa. So I'm going to start from Group 1. So in Group A, Egypt, Burkina Faso, Sierra Leone, Guinea-Bissau, Ethiopia, and Djibouti. So the big match in this group took place in Ouagadougou when Burkina Faso hosted Egypt. And Egypt needed to win that game to qualify for the World Cup. Burkina Faso also needed that game to stay within the qualifier reach too, but it ended 0-0 in Ouagadougou. So Egypt will need only 1 point to qualify for the World Cup. I think they are almost home and dry, for the World Cup. So if you watch that game, you will realize that their coach Ozamazan was crying, after the game, just to show how emotional it was because he played for Egypt in 1986 World Cup in Mexico. So I think he was part of the team. I know he won the AFCON then. He also will be leading Egypt now to the next year's World Cup. So he was so emotional and I wish Egypt the very best of luck. So Group 2, if you don't watch this game, you don't miss. So Senegal against DR Congo was very, very tough game. Since DR Congo led 2-0, Senegal actually was equalized and they scored the winning goal. That's why you see Senegal are now top of that group, they will just need to beat. They will need to beat Mauritania and South Sudan in their last games to qualify for the World Cup. So for me, I think the Lions of Terenga, that is actually what they are already home and dry in that group. I'm coming to this group individually so I can explain to you Nigeria current situation. So Group C, Group C, the big game in Group C was actually Africa against Nigeria that took place in Bloemfontein, and the game ended 1-1 draw. After it was Ekong own goal, Nigeria actually what's it called? Nigeria equalized through Kevin Bassey, hand of God, Kevin Bassey at the end of the first half. Then the game ended 0-0 after both teams did not even really push for the winner, towards the end of the game. So, and also the Republic too also whitewashed Lesotho 4-0, in Abidjan to also, to take that second position. So Group D, funny story, Cape Verde is not up to. There are 600,000 people in Cape Verde, and they are on the verge of qualifying for the World Cup. Cape Verde is not even up to a state in Nigeria. My state, Ekiti State, we are like 2 million people. Cape Verde is not up to Ekiti State. In fact, Cape Verde is like a city in Ekiti State, like maybe probably Ado Ekiti also. There are 600,000 people there, and they go to the World Cup. So they beat Cameroon 1-0. This guy called Livramento, he scored that goal. He took the ball from the midfield, he ran, and actually beat Onana to actually to score that goal. So it was really, very, very interesting. And Angola too. I think Angola also beat Mauritius, while Libya beat Eswatini. So that Libya is now in contention for that playoff too. Can you see 15-14? So Libya will host Cape Verde in the next game. So that's going to be a cracker, next game here too. The cracker, the big game, the next big game in Group C will be between Rwanda and Benin Republic. That is going to be a big cracker. The next big game too in Group A will be Sierra Leone hosting Burkina Faso. That will be tough. The match will be played in Monrovia. So why the next big game in Group B will be Togo hosting Congo DR. That is going to be very, very tough too. I'm just trying to tell you. So we're going to have in fact, you guys think that September is hot. October will be hotter. So let me go on to Group E. Morocco, home and dry, qualify for the World Cup. And, you can see that Niger Republic, they have played 6 games and they are on 9 points. So don't be surprised to see Niger Republic in the playoff. They have 2 games left, Niger Republic. They are going to host Congo, but they don't have stadium. So they're going to host Congo in Morocco. And their final game will be against Zambia in Lusaka. So they still have the opportunity to also qualify for playoffs too. I will tell you about their opportunities towards the end of the program. So the big game was Ivory Coast against Gabon. That was tough. That was like proper Champions League game. It ended 0-0. So Ivory Coast is now fully on top of that group, and they will play against Seychelles and I think again and Gambia next or so. So I don't think they really have any big game again. So they are almost actually home and dry. So for me, Gabon too, we need just a win. Gabon, we need just a win to secure second place, fully a win. And they play against they will play against Gambia at home, and they go away. I think they also play away against Gambia, they play at home against Burundi. That is actually what. Let me just take my first super chat. I just thank you. He said that will anybody want to allow his child to play for Nigeria under the current? That's a big question. That's a big question for me. I just think that they have turned the whole problem now to like some people in the southern part of Nigeria don't like football. That they don't like Guso. That's why they are projecting the agenda of sack the NFF. Sack the NFF. They turn it to regional thing now. These people, and they always find a way. I hope that we can motivate our sons and daughters to play for Nigeria. So Group G now, the next big game in Group G will be Guinea away in Maputo against Mozambique. That is going to be hot. That is going to be tough. Guinea away against Mozambique in Maputo. That is going to be a cracker. If Mozambique beats Guinea, Mozambique will be on the verge of going to the playoff. But it's going to be tough. It's going to be very, very tough. Uganda too. Uganda will play against Algeria in Algiers. That's a very, very big game. That's very, very big. Algeria not qualified yet, but they can also they can qualify next match day 9. Sorry, I didn't talk about this one. Group H, Tunisia qualified already. Namibia, they're in pole position to qualify for the playoffs too, but I don't think they have enough because they are going to play away from home. I think they're going to play against Liberia, also going to play against Tunisia against Tunisia in raids. So I don't. So they have opportunity to qualify, but it's just very slim. Just very slim. That's on this. So and the big game that took place in Group H was was Equatorial Guinea against Tunisia. Tunisia won the game 1-0. So that was what that was how they booked their ticket. So the last group, which I did not talk about, is the Chalet group. Let me just talk about that one quickly. So this is the last group. So Ghana, you can see Ghana on 19 points. So the game that was big game last week was game between Ghana and Mali. So Ghana actually beat Mali 1-0 in Accra at the Accra Sports Stadium. So and I think Ghana are on the verge now of qualifying. So they play away from home to Central African Republic in Morocco. Then they will end their last game away to I think it was not away to Chad, away to Comoros. They will end their last game away at home to Comoros. So for me, I think they are home and dry. They will just need to win one game. I think they have enough machinery to beat Central African Republic in Morocco. So I think after that game against Morocco, that's it. So people have been talking to me that it's all over, talking to me it's all over. You have the right to say it is all over, but there's this popular adage where I come from, so that Tino Batonla Shop, the meaning of that is that you cannot just give up. You can't just end it until it is over. It is not over until it's over. And I'll tell you the possibilities of of Nigerian still qualifying. See, there's no way the boys played below par. I don't think they played below par in those two games, but I just think that the first 4 qualifiers we didn't do enough to get points that can take us to the World Cup. I think that was the major reason why we're in this position. So let me just explain to you, because a lot of people, I've listened to different content, different people, and what I just understand is that some of these people just don't do their research before actually making putting contents out. I just think that if after all the permutation Nigeria still didn't qualify, that is that. But we own the public a duty to explain the situation to them. Maybe they can believe or not. But I will not just come out and say that, oh, it is over. So how will I cover my now when I come the next day in October and Nigeria have qualified or Nigeria qualified for the playoff? I'm not saying that they told you now. It's slim, but there's still a window of qualifying for Nigeria. So that's why I said that they should do their best. If their best is now not enough at the end of October, then that is all. But to say that it is over, I think it's sending a wrong signal to the coach, also to the players too. So let me just look at. Let me first tell you about qualification in the group first. So before I go to that, I think I go on super chat quickly. From my idea, I said that I know NFF messed this up, but if our players are determined and good enough, we would have beaten South Africa. Yes, in 2002, 2010, we players did it, not NFF. Yeah, I agree with you. But for me, I just think that I have to be honest now. How many African teams can beat South Africa in Bloemfontein? How many African teams can beat South Africa in Bloemfontein? Morocco went there now, they lost. Morocco went to South Africa now, they lost. How many how many teams can beat South Africa in that? How many teams can beat them at home? Like can beat them at home like that? I mean, all these big teams can beat them at home. You know, it's a tough game to play South Africa at home. It's a tough game to play them at home. It is a tough game. So I don't want us to think now to pretend that it's easy game. No, to play South Africa at home is tough. It's a tough game. Tough game. It is a tough game. So I just think that we should also look at it that way. The boys gave their best, gave their best, because when I check, I watched the game under tension initially, but when I checked back the game, just realized that those guys did their best. It wasn't just enough. It wasn't just enough. So what if? We don't want to stay on that what if this happened, but that's what did their best. So let me just explain some few things to you about Group C, so that I can go to the other parts and talk about the game itself. So that before I bring people on, today is not going to be that long. I don't want to. So this is currently Group C now. So Group C. So I monitor this program yesterday. That's why I put the phrase there. So this program was South Africa, on the South African TV channel. The guy in the picture there was Nigeria famous journalist Osaso Joanna. They invited FIFA lawyer, like that was working with that worked with the disciplinary team. They invited Mamadou Gay, a lot of people actually worked. So because Osaso Joanna is also a lawyer too, so from his angle. So what I just observed basically is that I was surprised with that conclusion. The guy said that he has been working with FIFA for the past 20-something years, that in the history of FIFA, nothing like this happened before in the history of FIFA. So that tells you, and for that guy to come out and say that somebody is sitting on that judgment, that makes me scared. That somebody is sitting on it, that they should not release it out. Somebody is sitting on that judgment. It makes it. Who is sitting on that judgment? Who could be sitting? Because for that man that has worked there in FIFA for like 20-something years to come out on national TV and say that somebody is sitting on that judgment, that means that he's suspecting a foul play. Because he saw he was with the system for so many years, but he's sitting on that judgment. And it's really unfair. And he said, that why can't you release it? It's like extra motivation for people. Release the judgment. Let's know exactly where we land. Let's know exactly where we are. And he said that all those things that they are posting, South Africa, they are just they are just manipulating the situation. That not saying South Africa does not need a win to qualify for the World Cup. South Africa need to win their 2 games to qualify for the World Cup. They need to win their 2 games to qualify. Forget all those Twitter you are saying. They need to win their 2 games to qualify for the World Cup. So, and he said that there's nothing. And he said that, okay, there's been a rumor too now going around because of this their very manipulative system in South Africa. It's like, oh, FIFA did not release the list of suspended players to SAFA. That lawyer said that it is not possible that in CAF will tell you which player is suspended. But in FIFA rule, you are the one responsible to keep the document of those suspended. And the player too must know how many yellow cards he collected. So that is not an excuse. They're just looking for words to cover, you know. And he now ended by saying that he said FIFA is now embarrassed that this judgment should have come out around August, but because they are delaying now, they are now really embarrassed on this judgment. And this thing, Osasho said he called FIFA, said that guys, you will destroy this game. He said he called their top officials that they said that it's because they are embarrassed to now put it out now. He told them that they will destroy this game. They will destroy the integrity of this game if they continue like this. He told them that they are embarrassed. What is the embarrassment there? It was you have been out around July and August. They are now embarrassed to put it out. So you know, that is that. You know, it was very good argument, and you know, what are you embarrassed for? See, the rule of law is the rule of law. He said automatically suspended. Automatically, it's not as if this thing automatically suspended. So they are really embarrassed, and I fear for the future of this game. I fear for the future of Infantino in this game. If care is not taken, it might end up like those his predecessors. So it's really embarrassing. Really embarrassing. That guy said that he was so embarrassed. Out of how many years, something years, working with these people, nothing like this has ever happened. Nothing like this. You want South Africa to go to the World Cup. And so what? Let them go on the pitch. Let them go. If they qualify, they qualify. If they qualify, they qualify. If they qualify, they qualify. Now, the problem I'm hearing now is that if they release the judgment, but then the public will be ahead of them. That's their fear. In fact, if God, I don't know when to put God here, this Africa, I don't know what maybe I should lay a curse on them. I don't know. But I just think that you know, I love Bafana, but I just think that FIFA should do the right thing, please. Should do the right thing. Should do the right thing. Those love them, but those actually were responsible for this thing, they should. So let me just tell you how it will shape up. People have been saying that 3 point or not, we are still on top. Is a lie. Oh. So this is what's going to happen. The result against Lesotho will be cancelled. They take 3 goals again from them. So South Africa will be on plus 3 goals difference, while Benin Republic will be on plus 4 goals difference. So both of them will be on 14 points. Benin Republic will now be leading the group based on goals difference. You tell you, so yeah, that's what you need to do. So Benin Republic will be leading based on goals difference, because South Africa will have. Well, I was surprised that South Africa against Lesotho, you had a chance to score more than 3 goals. You were playing from the back, play. I knew that that one can even cost them this ticket. Come on, go for goal. They were there for the taking. They're your brothers. Go and score them. Go and score them. So, but they will be topping this group officially very soon by plus 4 goals difference, and South Africa is going to be plus 2 goals difference. Nigeria is going to be third with plus 2 goals difference, but it's going to be fourth, 11 points. So, that's what's going to happen. So, if it happens that way, that means that South Africa must beat Zimbabwe. I'm hearing from inside sources that Zimbabwe will play their home game in South Africa. That Zimbabwe will play their home game at the Toyota Stadium in South Africa. That they'll play their home game there, but it's going to be tough. And for me, I think the World Cup ticket will go to the last day. So you know, this group could turn out to be a very funny group. I know that Zimbabwe, they are playing for South Africa. I know that. But sorry, guys. Zimbabwe, they are playing for South Africa. But if Nigeria beat Lesotho, Rwanda beat Benin Republic, Zimbabwe beats South Africa, which is possible. Most of my saying yes, which is possible. That means that South Africa, Benin, Nigeria, Rwanda will be on 14 points going to the final game. Nigeria, South Africa, Benin Republic, Rwanda will be on 14 points going to the final game. Nigeria hosts Benin, South Africa hosts Rwanda. In fact, the four teams. So it's just so funny. It's just so funny. But this group is far from being over. Very close group. You can see that all the other groups actually, they have more points than this group. It's a very, very close group. You know, let's wait for what. Let's wait and see. See, South Africans are in this comment section. We don't hate you. It's just that the rule of law should take place. That's it. We don't hate you. We don't hate you. The rule of law should just take place. That's the most important thing. Yeah. So that is that. So let me just explain. So there's something that a lot of people have been hearing different podcasts, but people don't know. So go and check the competition rule. So this is the competition rule now. So I think should I get it right? Sorry, I'm coming to that. Okay. So this is competition rule. If you check the World Cup qualifier, so if you check this group, can you see this group? They only have what? 5 teams there. They have 5 teams there. So the guideline is this. Group E, there's 5 teams in Group E. So this is the guideline. So there's this illustration I've showed you before. This illustration. So if a team is having, if one group is having one or more team than the other group, this is how they decide the second place team. Is that teams in Group A and B have played different number of matches. So if you go and check it, the team in Group E will only play 8 matches. Other teams will play what? Will play 10. Is that Team A and Team B have played what? In Group A and Group B, they have played what? Different number of matches. Group A had played what? 3 matches, while Group B has played what? 4 matches. So therefore, in order to identify the second best placed team among these groups, we need to ensure we are comparing what? The team over equal number of matches. Equal number of matches. So over equal number of what? Over equal number of matches. Equal number of matches. So at the minimum number of matches played in Group A and 3 matches. So this thing. So what happens basically is that they will take the results of the last team. They will take the results of the last team. For example, now, look at this. Team B and Team F, they are the one competing. So the result of Team F against Team I, they will take it away because Team I is the whipping team in Group B. Team I is the whipping team in Group B. They take the result away from what? From Group F. So guys, one thing I want you to know is this. Team F must finish second though. They will not take it before they just want, because they want to compare Team B and Team F. That's why they are taking the results of Team I away from Team F. So, and if you look at this group too, if you look at, am I right on this group? Look at this group now. For example, if you look at group E and group, let me just say group E and group F. No, Tanzania is second in group E, while Gabon is second in group F. So Gabon is on 19 points with 8 games. This. So because they will now take the results of Seychelles, of Gabon against Seychelles away from Gabon to compare them with Tanzania. It's okay. So that is what they do. So those of you that are doing podcast saying that our name is not there, no. So this is the new standing now. In case you don't know, so apologies that I did not do it properly. I was watching before this thing. See, Gabon is on 19 points because the last team in their group is Seychelles. Because they beat Seychelles both home and away. So if you want to compare their results with other best placed team, you will take away the 6 points from them. So Gabon is having what? 13 points if you are comparing them. Madagascar, they are on 16 points originally. Because they played Chad twice and they won against Chad twice. They will take the 6 points away from what? From Madagascar. So they'll be on 10 points with +2 goals difference. DR Congo, they have played twice against South Sudan. And South Sudan is the last team in that group. So you take the 6 points, all the 6 points away from them, and those goals too, they will be on 10 points and +3. Burkina Faso, they have played Djibouti twice. They beat Djibouti 6-0 and 4-1. They will take the results of Djibouti out of their results. So they'll be on 9 points, +3 goals difference. Can you see? They have +12 before. That +12 turns to +3. You can see? Cameroon, the last team in their group is Eswatini. They drew 1 and they lost against Eswatini. So they will take 4 points away from Cameroon. So it's not going to be what? 11 points +7 goals difference. So Namibia, they are on 15 points. They have played twice against Sao Tome and Principe. So they will have 9 points +3 goals difference. Then Uganda will have what? 9 +2 goals difference because they have played twice, I think, against Somalia. So that's how it is. That's the standard. Please, I've seen a lot of people, but just read the competition guidelines. So for Nigeria situation, Nigeria currently is on, let me just try and put that one on the screen. Nigeria currently is on what? Is on 11 points. Because Nigeria drew twice against Zimbabwe. They will take the 2 against Zimbabwe from that 11. It's going to be this. It's going to be 9. It's going to be 9. We're going to be on 9 points with +2 goals difference. So if you see the 9 points, and the +2 goals difference, you realize that Nigeria is not far off from this. So there's a lot of things. There's possibility of playoff, even qualifying from that group. There's still possibility. It's not actually what's over until it is over. So that's what I'm just trying to actually bring out to you. You can see that. So this is the standard. This is how FIFA will judge it. Go and check. If you are even doubting, go and check the last World Cup qualifier in Europe. That is what FIFA did to all these Ukrainians. So when some people have 6 teams, 5 teams, and things like that, that's what they did. So what do you think Nigeria need to do? Nigeria need to beat Lesotho at least 4-0. Because If Nigeria beat Lesotho at least 4-0, it's going to be a lot easier for Nigeria to qualify. 4-0. It's going to be a lot easier for Nigeria to actually qualify. 4-0, then even Benin Republic 1-0, that is fine. Just win narrowly against Benin Republic, but beat Lesotho very well. You just need more goals difference. At least we need at least plus 7 goals difference just to compare very well, because the teams you're competing with, for example, now, okay, let's just put you're competing with Burkina Faso. Let's just give an example. And I don't want to go into other countries. Okay, if we are second now in our group, we will be the same points with like Burkina Faso, because they will have 9 points and what? And +3. Nigeria 9 points +2. Burkina Faso will play against Sierra Leone in Monrovia. That's the next game. I don't think Burkina Faso can beat Sierra Leone in Monrovia with a lot of goals. I don't think so, because Sierra Leone also have the opportunity to qualify. I don't think so. Either a draw or like a Sierra Leone win or narrow Burkina Faso win. That's what I see. But Burkina Faso will now host Ethiopia in Ouagadougou in their last game. They can afford to what? They can afford to score as many as possible. So you have to make sure that you are ready for that type of scenario. Guys, October is going to be tough. I will tell you after the first game if Nigeria will progress, because there are some key games, and I will tell you here before I leave this analysis. There's some key games that will show from other groups if Nigeria will qualify, and I will show you. The key games include Togo against DR Congo, Mozambique against Guinea. I'll tell you the reason why later. Mozambique against Guinea, Sierra Leone against Burkina Faso, Rwanda against Benin Republic, and Niger against Congo. Niger against Congo. So it's for me. Let me just tell you something here. The worst I see is Nigeria in Morocco in November for the playoffs. Nigeria in Morocco for the playoffs. And let me just tell you who have qualified for the playoff. No, I'm talking about group. I'm talking about match day 9. Who have qualified for the playoff? Countries like Oman, Bolivia. Oman, Bolivia. Who else again? New Caledonia. Maybe. I don't know. It's a lot of just horrible teams that we're going to be competing with. Yes, I think we'll get through too. I think playoff is might be the way. So NFF, the money you collected from those organizing friendly games, go and return it back. Go and return it back. The money you collected from people organizing friendly game, go and return it back. Because I think they might probably be in the playoff, And for me, the playoff is in Morocco. The playoff is in Morocco. With due respect, Nigeria against Gabon on a neutral venue in Morocco. Nigeria against Gabon. On a neutral venue, on a good pitch in Morocco. I don't want to say much, but I don't know. You know, I don't know. If I don't know. But well, I just think that in fact, if DR Congo, if DR Congo did not, if they are not careful, they will not qualify because they host Sudan in their last game. And I'm hearing that CAF will suspend Congo either from playing there or they will play empty seats, no crowd, against Sudan in Kinshasa. Huh. If they are not careful, they might not qualify. They play to go away in Lomé and in Kinshasa against empty stadium against Sudan that have the chance to go to the playoff too. There's a lot of interesting conversations to actually what to a lot of things actually what coming up. So yes, I agree. But I'm hearing that Genetro is so confident that Benin Republic will beat Rwanda. I don't think so. I don't think Benin can beat Rwanda in Kigali. I don't think so. So let me just go over the analysis of the game and bring people on quickly because I don't want to spend too much time. So, I didn't want to analyze this game actually, but I just going to analyze it for analyzing sake because I did a video on this before, how to South Africa, and I'm going to just double check how many views I've got on that. So because I've got a lot of views on that, that's the reason why I want to do this. So I got like 9,000 plus views. Thank you guys for watching the video. I got like 9,200 views on that. So because of that, I want to go back to this and analyze the game. So, guys, those of you said that, Ekong, he was playing at the back. See, if you check it very well, this lineup, sorry for the picture quality. Yes, Africa no get anything to this thing. So sorry with pure quality. Eric Shea started the game in a 3-5-2 formation. And the idea was oh, thank you. And the idea was that he want to contain Africa. But it wasn't working. We were just going long ball. So we had to change to a 4-4-2-3-1 towards after 20 minutes. So Smith Simon was the left wing back. Kavibasi, Ekong and Benjamin played in the midfield, played in the central defense. Then on the right hand side, we have Olai, right wing back. So that was how he arranged. He wants to contain. South Africa because of the number of players that might push forward. So when it wasn't working, that was when he readjusted the formation. That was why Ekong went to what? Central, left center back. So it wasn't intentional. So this was this is not the clip I want to show. Sorry guys, let me just say this is not the clip I want to show. This was the third minute of play. Nigeria, this is what Nigeria did. Can you see? Nigeria went for a man-to-man marking. Can you see? Nigeria went for a man-to-man marking. Can you see? They marked the Africans out. But I said this thing in my preview, in my tactical analysis, that if you mark them, Williams can pick a pass. If you mark them, I said Williams can pick a pass, and this is the pass he picked. You can see he passed the ball straight to the 4 players. I said it here too. That South Africa attack with 4. If you remember, I said that they don't care. They go after you. 4 beat 4. They don't care. I said it here. See, South Africa is easy to beat. This game they are doing now here, they cannot try it at the World Cup. They cannot try it at the World Cup. They can only be beating Benin Republic and and other countries with these tactics. They cannot try it at the World Cup. They go chop them. They go chop them. So, and one thing that was not really good here is this. Ekong was meant to challenge that guy. If Ekong could win this ball, they are in trouble. The game they play is risky. If Ekong could win that ball, they are in trouble. They are in trouble already. But Ekong did not win it. They attacked us with this. So that was what they did. They attacked us with this. So I think the same thing here again. Ekong, the guy was dragging Ekong out. And rolling him over. Oh my days. It wasn't a good day at all overall for him. Can you see? I said it in the Nigerian podcast with IoT that Foster would drag players out. That's what he was doing for Ekong. So was taking Ekong out, space opening up, then So you can see the same thing too. I see with Simon. I said something. Okay, let me remove the guy. Kagbo, I think the guy is a Nigerian. He's just trying to be engaging. Is he Nigerian? So Simon crossed the ball. Yeah, that's why I might say that what's it called? Simon normally crossed the ball anyhow. Yeah, I was waiting that there's nobody in particular to cross the ball to. Why are you crossing the ball? And so don't worry, I've put him on timeout. He's becoming hyper. I've put him on timeouts. He's on timeout already. So Simon crossed the ball here, aimless cross. So this was the goal. See, if you see this goal very well, with due respect to the legend himself, Williams Ekong, he doesn't trust his left foot at all. Ekong doesn't trust his left foot at all. And I don't know. He didn't trust his left foot at all. No, I didn't block him. I just put him timeout. I didn't block him. I just put him timeout. He should go to bed. So you see, he didn't trust his left foot, If Ekong did not stop that ball, I think that that guy will score. Yes. So so this is what this is the goal. I told you about this thing. 4 players, Mokwena. Only Mokwena around you. 4 players. Only Mokwena around you. 4 players and only Mokwena. Only Mokwena around you. to pass that ball. I said this thing before. I did analysis on it. I said it before. Don't allow this guy to pick the pass. Don't allow him to pick the pass. Don't allow him. He likes you to be running towards your goal. That was how they scored. I said this several times here. Hey, I said it. Don't allow him to pick the pass. So this was how Nigeria scored. And some people are complaining that, oh, Lookman, why is Lookman playing number 10? Because that type of pass that Lookman gave Bashiru, Simon cannot do that pass. I don't think so. So, and and he wants to use like Simon and Lookman together. So the best place to use Lookman was actually for Lookman to play in that position and see if things can actually work out. So, and you can see clearly here South Africa attacking Nigeria with 4 players. You can see with 4 players directly. So they already dragged Ekong out. So with 4 players. So that was how Nigeria actually was caught. Good scores. That's why, it wanted actually would eat more. Kevin Bassey headed the ball to the back of the net, and that was the whole thing. So look at this one now. So, and that's that blame. So look at this ball now. This ball is for Dele Bashiru. Was it Dele Bashiru? So if you have a winger, that's why I said Teller. If you have someone like Teller here now, he will go. But Bashiru is not a winger. That's why I have to blame Shell too on that part. But because I don't know. I have to blame him there. Bashiru is not. Bashiru is not. He's not a winger. So if he was like Teller now, he go enter. He go enter. He go enter. So this was Arokodare's miss. I did see Arokodare should have passed that ball. Bashiru, I second Bashiru there. Bashiru already beat his man. So it's just for him to tap in there. Why he only want to go for goal? Maybe he wants to score 2 goals in 2 games, But for me, that'd be better for him to pass that ball. So that is that on analysis. So it's just about the World Cup. So actions in the club football show starts this weekend. There's going to be a lot of Nigerian contingent playing this weekend. What's it called? And there's going to be Uche. There's going to be Arokodare playing tomorrow. A lot of Nigerians playing the Premier League tomorrow, so I'll be trying to also watch those games too and see exactly how things actually what panned out for Nigeria players. So I'm going to put it up because I don't want to stay long against their beg. If you want to join, make it very brief and very fast, guys. Like the video if you have not liked the video. So we are about 156 people watching this live. But Polu passed that ball now. He didn't pass the ball. He wanted to score. He didn't pass that ball. He wanted to score. So, guys, so guys, you guys are still, of course, guys are still on YouTube. Guys, I've already finished on Instagram, but I didn't even remove it. So, guys, go on YouTube and go and watch it. Let me remove the Instagram people. So, so for me, I just think that so the link is actually what if you actually want to join, let us know. Let us actually know if you want to join the live stream. So I'll be going, very soon if nobody thumbs up. So I just want to give you some news too about next week, about next month's World Cup qualifier. Next month World Cup qualifier. So I'm hearing that Zimbabwe will not play. I'm hearing that Lesotho will not play in Bloemfontein. They will not allow them to play in Bloemfontein. So that's a good news for Nigeria. I think they will be playing in J-Bog, although I don't know. I think probably J-Bog. I'll confirm that, but they're not playing. They do not play in Bloemfontein, so it's better. Imagine online, he's injured because we had to go and play in Bloemfontein, so he's injured. So it's just very sad. I'm happy that they have changed the whole thing for this thing. So and I think I have two people actually what joining this live stream today. So guys, if you want to join quickly, so that I will be able to bring you up, and I will not be in a hurry, just to make sure I bring you up, very quickly. So, guys, there's also super chat there if you want to support us with super chat. Is that, and if you so officially we have launched our Morocco this thing, or if you want to, I've already don't plan for my Morocco trip. So if you want to, let us actually know. So thank you. So I just so thank you for
Thank you. Thank you for having me. How have you
yeah,
been? Yeah, let me just start from the qualifiers. Oh, you know,
yeah.
I think I don't want to put my hope there. I think
Mm-hmm,
our hope is hanging in the balance. You
mm-hmm,
know, I don't want to put my hope there that we are going to qualify. Like I said, the only thing that Super Eagles can do, you know, to calm our nerves is to go to Morocco and grab the trophy.
mm-hmm,
I want them to win the remaining two matches,
mm-hmm,
two matches,
mm-hmm.
finish on a respectable position. Then
I
go
just
to
if you do the math, if they win their two games, they are going to a playoff, at least playoff. That is it. There's
because
no doubt about it.
yeah, I'm looking about if other teams are above us. What if they win their two games?
No, no,
So
no,
I don't
no.
want to put my hope like that. That's why I'm
Other teams
just
above us in the group.
no in other even the playoffs in other
No,
groups.
I think the two wins will be enough. But continue.
Okay, so
Mm-hmm.
I just feel that anything short of victory at AFCON is not acceptable.
What
It's
did you
not.
have to win the Afcon?
Well, I'm just saying. See, Smith, with what we did like last AFCON, I believe the players we have can do the job. It's just that we need to remove the players and fix and put some. We need to inject
Which
players.
player did we have that can win Afcon?
Feel like the players we have now. See, I was you and I offline were chatting when we were watching Leverkusen.
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying that Dela has audacity to take anybody on. The two goals that they scored, he won the free kick and won the penalty. He has
Mm-hmm.
audacity. That if you pick our players on merit, look how we did last AFCON. With these couple players, I think I can get it done. But for me, I want people like Ekong. I know I might have not been saying it. I'm not a fan of Louis Simon. So with players we have, I feel we can still win AFCON. Just bring in some more players. I'm talking, and someone like Bruno should not need the team. He's going to work on himself. I feel we can win the AFCON. And if they retain the coach and give him the freedom, to do his thing, I think we can win AFCON. Then on the statement or comment credited to allegedly credited to Asamoah. I love the fact that Asamoah came out to debunk it. 'Cause I was talking to my Ghanaian colleague yesterday, abusing them. They said Asamoah did not say it. All of them. Not until I last saw it on your page now that Asamoah debunked that thing. People should please not bring people to loggerheads. We wouldn't know if Victor Smith respects Asamoah. And what if Victor says something like this? Look at the person I'm respecting. Let's this about me. So if you know you are good enough, like you have always been doing like coming out to talk about players. You don't hide under anybody's name. Say this person is not good enough. You will always say it. Same thing with IOC. All of us here, we don't hide under any name. We say it the way it is. So if you are bold enough, come out and say, "Oh, Victor Smith felt the injury." Do you think Victor doesn't want to go to the World Cup?
Mm-hmm.
He missed the last one. He doesn't want to go to the World Cup. That young man wants to go to the World Cup so that he can get a good contract too. So we should be very careful of all the things we say. See,
Mm-hmm.
and I will say something. The first time, when you show the player that played for Danish under 17, remember see my comments. I said no parents now want his or her son to play for Nigeria under this current administration.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, when I say administration, I mean NFF for administration, because the people there, they don't have any clue.
Yeah.
They don't have, they do not have any clue.
Uh-huh.
That I'm saying. But all
Yeah.
in all, I want us to qualify. Like I'll be saying, 80 and 6 just five minutes away from my house. I want to go there. I want to make money. I want to go there. I want to watch football. I want
Uh-huh.
to watch Nigeria football. I want to watch ball live.
Uh,
I'm just saying that I
yeah.
wish the players well, but anything short of AFCON victory is not acceptable from our players. And
But
me, uh,
before you go, I want to ask you a question. Do you think we have the best team in Africa?
I won't say we have the best team in Africa, but we have the team to compete with the best in Africa. I won't say, because now if you look at it, now up front we have Osimhen and Lookman. In the back we still have Canvas, we still have some quality players that can compete. If you want to pick players based on, I think the only we can mention, if we mention Egypt, we only mention Salah. If you mention Senegal, even Senegal, apart from Mane, this guy, and some other players, as it's only Senegals that have more players than us. So I think we have the quality to compete with the best in Africa.
Yes.
That's what
Okay.
I feel.
All right. All right.
So that's just it. And I feel that NFL, I want to advise NHL, we'll be giving him our support.
Yeah.
I will be giving him our support. He should please invite that person. I was wondering why he dropped Taylor when I was watching that match. And what I'm going to say is this: he should anytime wants to invite players, let him have a media party and tell us the reason why he's dropping some
Yeah.
players the way
Okay.
Otoado did. That's
Yeah.
it. On that, everybody's might be calm.
Yeah.
But people have been talking about Ejuke. Ejuke is out injured.
Mm-hmm.
Aquarium is also out injured. They didn't play
Yeah.
today.
Yeah.
So you should please
Yeah.
let us see that so that we don't have to blame him.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Thank you, Zaidosun, for your time. Thank you. I can bring you out later, but I just have some people actually waiting for me. So let's just take this super quickly. I don't know, but Onyeka and the should have paired in South African game. See, I don't know. I don't know. We just don't have the best pairs of midfield, in my own opinion. NBA, they don't like media by it. So I have Samuel. Where is Samuel now? Samuel joined. I don't know why Samuel. Samuel joined. I don't know why Samuel left. Samuel joined. I don't know why Samuel left. But let me. I know that Chris is here and Uche is here, but let me just talk to Ayo first and go and take Chris and Uche next. Because I know that they were regular, so they spend more time. Let me just take Ayo quickly. So Ayo, thank you
Yeah, hello.
for
Yeah,
your
thank
time.
you for giving me the opportunity to speak here today.
Yeah, yeah, you're welcome.
Um, I like your show. I watch your show a lot, but
Yeah,
there's something that I've observed, and this is a form of feedback.
yeah,
You have this
yeah.
optimized bias. You believe that Nigeria can win anything. Sometimes, when you know fully well that we are not making that work up, sometimes I think I heard you talk 2 days ago where you said you slept up or after the match, you slept, you woke up in the morning. Maybe I don't know whether you're looking at a far or you have a crystal ball that you believe that there's a chance. I think we should start encouraging our people that the World Cup is over. I know that you have optimism.
Mm-hmm,
We are passionate about our football. We like it. But
mm-hmm,
how do you expect a team that has a very bad preparation in the beginning, not initial, to
mm-hmm.
win a team that has been preparing? Is that not cheating? Is that not how do you explain that? You understand?
Let me
Look
just address
at the
that one quick.
preparation. Okay, yes,
Let me
please.
just address
Yeah.
that one quick.
That's just a feedback, because
Yeah,
you are
yeah,
saying there's hope, but there's no hope. You know that.
you
You
know, you know.
know,
Let
yeah.
me just address that part.
Mm.
as a Nigerian, you
Mm.
know historically there is no see,
Even if we don't prepare, and that's the problem we have. We don't
see
prepare for competitions,
my,
and we say,
my brother,
As a Nigerian, yeah.
my brother,
Mm.
when do you think Nigeria was prepared before? When?
We be getting away with it. Look at
See,
look at the
the
Falconets, the Falcons.
so see,
Yeah.
Nigeria have never prepared well for anything. The when Western was preparing for the World Cup '94, what he wanted to
Mm.
have was not what he got. See, the issue about the Nigerian thing is that what thing I've learned is that I don't write Nigeria off. See, I've bet against Nigeria 4 times and I lost. When it was obvious they will lose. When it was obvious they will lose. Let me tell you something. One guy called me.
Mm.
Nigeria against Morocco, the
Mhm.
Falcons. After that 2-0 staff, the odds for
Mm.
Nigeria to win was no for Morocco to win was very low because of the 2-0. So he
Mm.
went to put
Mm.
big money there
Mm.
on that team, on that just to big money in Morocco, just to get more money. Say it's 2-0 an
Mm.
advantage. He lost that
Mm.
money. See, I've grown to know that no matter how, you don't ride this team until the last minute. See,
Okay. I have an answer. Yeah.
what Qatar and two,
Mhm.
I was young then, younger then. I
Mm.
wrote the team off. They had zero preparation.
Mm.
There is everything that could go bad. It went bad for the team then.
Mm.
But I just realized that they just from the dead they qualified for that World Cup. See, that's why I'm saying that this team, they should not say it is over. If there's a mathematical chance, Sierra Leone
Mm.
is nearly impossible for them to qualify for this World Cup. You know what they are
Mm.
doing? I was listening to one of their lives. They were saying that this is what they can do. What they can do is practically impossible, but they want to keep their people together and believe. I've seen. I watched a game when was it Nigeria against Brazil? I went to we before I came back. No, I've seen a lot of things about this national team. That
Yes.
is
Yes.
why I can't
Yes. Yes.
really underrate the team.
Yes, I understand where you're coming from, but there's a theory to the kind of nearly escapes or the nearly the victories we have been having with lack of
Mhm,
preparation. We have
mhm,
individual skill. Let me use the Falcons as an example. Esther
mhm,
Okoronkwo was individual. She took up upon that game. She took that game upon herself to change that game that day. If you
mhm,
watch
mhm,
against Morocco, so
mhm,
look at the matches. Look at what
mhm.
happened in the Atlanta 96 that you talked about. We played against
Yeah,
Brazil.
yeah.
Individual skill. Individual skill. This
Mhm,
team, Osimhen that can individually change the team, uplift the team, is injured. Was injured. I mean, in the game against South Africa. So
mhm,
for me, I think we should stop giving this hope that it's not in our football. Do you know what I mean?
mhm,
Morocco, look at Morocco. Look at their under 17. I watched their under 17 play some time ago. Look at them. They are playing as a team. No individual skill. Team, move the ball around. Pace, move it around.
mhm,
Midfielders, everybody. You can see that networking within the team and the combination of that togetherness mentality in them. Individual skill down the line does not work because once one player comes out of that team, the whole system crumbles, and that's what happens. So
mhm,
we are this nearly we've been escaping all this lack of preparedness because of individual skill. Look at all the
mhm,
games that we've won.
mhm.
Individual. Remember when we played Sudan? We went to where I think it was a
Obdoman,
qualification match. We went to
Obdoman,
play.
yeah.
It was between Kanu and Okocha that played that game. We were playing on sand because I just
Mhm,
watched it on YouTube. We were playing on
yeah,
sand. The pitch was so bad.
yeah.
Kanu and Okocha.
Mhm,
Individual skill.
mhm,
Individual skill. And we won that game 3-1. So we cannot continue, this way. I
mhm.
think what we should be
What
doing,
is the way
Smith,
forward?
and pardon,
What is the way forward?
the way forward is that you and I, sometimes when you talk about the NFF, you say there are so many things you don't want to say. That's the first thing you say. There's so many things you don't want to say. There's so many things that you know. Let us start talking about NFF and their inadequacies. It is not, they're not managing football, they're just making money. It's a political arm of the government. You know what I mean? People have
Mm-hmm.
mentioned, go and remove them. You can't remove them. If you remove them, FIFA will ban us. We know. You understand?
Yes.
If the government has an so let's talk about their inadequacies such that we
Mm-hmm.
can, they can be ashamed of themselves. Let's put it. Mikel Obi is saying the right thing. He's saying the
Mm-hmm.
right thing. Administration is good. You can't expect a team that has been preparing. South Africa, excellent football. They put the ball on the ground, start their goal, start their gameplay. They knew what they were playing. You understand? And our boys were just running around. They are complaining
Mm-hmm.
about pitch, complaining about this, complaining about that. Do you know what I mean? Do you want to go and
Mm-hmm.
beat South Africa in South Africa? You want to do abracadabra again? Lack of preparedness and go and beat South Africa? It's not possible. I kneel down in my heart. That 1-1 goal result was the best result we could get. At least
Mm-hmm.
let us look at the statistics. They haven't beaten us more than twice. You
Mm-hmm.
understand? So at least we are done. That's the statistics. People are
Uh,
already talking of winning Nations Cup. How can you win the Nations Cup? Teams that have been training, that have been preparing, you want to go and win? Is it possible? You don't even have a team. So let's start telling people the truth. That's just my own feeling.
let me
You
just
understand?
before you go, see, and
Mm,
I will keep on saying it. One of the best team in the history of Nigeria was Atlanta 1916 that
correct.
went to
Yeah.
the Olympic Road. They played against Togo
Mm-hmm.
in Lagos.
Mm-hmm.
Jonathan Akoboriye came to the stadium after finishing it by the Yam to come and watch the team play. Only 12 players was available for Nigeria to play that game against Togo.
Mm.
Humphrey Joe saw him. He asked him to go and change. I said, come, because they didn't get sobo. They give him Buto. Imagine somebody had just finished eating by the Yam. Come stadium.
Mm,
Come stadium, don't play against Togo.
mm.
See,
I watched that
there's
documentary. Yeah. Mm.
there's one thing about Nigeria, what I have to know. The time when we just say we want to prepare, that's why they
Mm,
will. I remember Onigbinde, they gave him the
mm.
best preparation going to Korea, Japan. We failed to win one game. I'm just saying it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember
See,
that
there's
game.
one thing there I say about Nigeria, which is different from other countries. If you don't
Mm,
push their back to the wall,
mm,
nothing will happen. I'm telling you, see, if you don't put their back to the wall, nothing will happen. That's why I want to take this team back to Lagos. That Uyo is big man state. They should be back to Lagos. If you don't
mm,
push their back to the wall, there is nothing. And I can tell you that Nigeria can bring a ball from their pockets. I don't want to come here in October and say that it's a lie now. Because I calculate everything. There's a window of playoff. If I come
mm.
and say that I'm not going to be, no, I don't want that. Nigeria likes the national team. My brother, before you leave, if Nigeria go and beat Lesotho now 4-0, hope go rise
Mhm.
again. Oh, they go though. This is Nigeria. We live for the moment.
But you haven't scored. You are playing an average of 1 goal each game or 2 goals at most. And you go and beat Lesotho. Let us look at
No,
the facts.
I'm just saying it. Say if you go and beat Lesotho now
Okay.
4-0 now, then
If
we say,
okay.
this team, best thing after the love fly, so best thing after this, that is how Nigeria is now. When South Africa beat Lesotho, beat Lesotho 3-0 on Friday, hope finish. But when Nigeria beat Rwanda 1-0, we get hope. Nigeria live for the moment. That is it.
Mm,
But what I'm also saying is
mm,
that I want the guys to go. The reason why I'm doing this campaign is that I'm hearing that they might not want to prosecute the game very well in October, and think that there's hope lost. I'm doing this campaign because I want them to finish well.
okay.
If they
Encourage
finish
them.
well, encourage them
That's
to
the
finish well.
encourage them.
If they finish well and
Then they
it
can
didn't
play
work out,
Nations Cup. Yeah.
that is all. But to
Mm,
come out do Ismail Sadiq again and come and bring them again to want to play against us, that's what I don't want. They should finish well. If it didn't work out, then so be it. Thank you, my brother,
mm.
for your time.
Okay. Thank you very much. Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you.
Mm.
Yeah. So I have Damola, and I have Godfrey here, but there's no way I have to see. Okay. Let me just and okay, Samuel is actually back. So I have to bring so Samuel. I'll bring Samuel first, then we go for Ushi and Chris. Then Damilola and Ghost will last because Ushi and Graham will be waiting for a while. So Samuel, I've been, I know that you came and you left again. Samuel, what's going on?
Great. How are you, sir? Thank you for
Yeah, I'm alright. I'm alright. And you? Sorry, someone that be calling you Elegbete.
me.
Are you related to Elegbete?
No, I don't even know him from Adam, man. I know him from
Okay, because I'm telling
Elegbete.
you. Okay. So,
Yeah,
what's the question
honestly,
again?
it's me like I'm so sad, man. I'm
Yeah,
so disappointed. Like
just like
the
you
game
too.
was disappointed. Like,
I didn't eat that night.
and I was disappointed, to be honest. I
Yeah.
thought we would be able to beat South Africa, but if you look at the build up to the game, you know
Mm-hmm.
that there was so many things that was wrong from the
Okay.
pitch to our NFF. And my biggest question, right? I wanted to ask you the last time I talked to you, Smith. Why did our NFF allow South Africa to play a day before us? Why?
The thing that the issue is this. Maybe we didn't raise that flag because I remember saying that they gave us a Libyan referee and they wanted to play on Saturday. But that Libyan referee, I know there could be a problem. So I think I spoke to some people too. They could, they spoke to FIFA. FIFA changed that Libyan referee to that referee that came that day against
Yeah.
Rwanda. If they have complained too that we cannot play, we want to play on Thursday or we want to play on Friday, would that make sense?
South Africa
But
has so much advantage.
everything they did was practically, what they wanted to do. Bloemfontein, they wanted to. No, now they're not playing Bloemfontein again. Now they are going to Moses Pamita Stadium. So, like, it's a planned thing. So, for me, I just think that we also failed too, in terms of what administration. We failed too. We had
Honestly,
two complaints. No, we failed.
honestly, for me, nobody should blame the player. Nobody. See, our NFA, they are so incompetent. Just
Mm-hmm,
like Mika said, everybody need to be fired. They need
mm-hmm,
to get everybody out of that board and
mm-hmm,
get a new set of people who know exactly what they're doing.
mm-hmm,
So those guys are just one day training before
mm-hmm,
that important match, and you want them to win South Africa. So
mm-hmm,
there's so many question marks. There's so many question marks going to
mm-hmm,
that game. But for me,
mm-hmm,
I would just say we should just forget about the World Cup. I don't think we'll go to the World Cup. I'm telling you. I mean, if it
mm-hmm,
happen, I'll be happy. I'll be excited. I mean, I'm just right here. I want to watch my country in US.
mm-hmm.
But come on. I doubt if
It is
we can make.
tough. It is tough.
It's
It is
so
tough.
tough. I doubt if we can make. And going to AFCON, honestly, some of those boys need to be dropped. Like Simon, like Ekon, I think they're done. They paid their due.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, they
Yeah.
paid their due. They should invite young player. Look at Frederick. Look at how this young boy.
Yes.
18, 19, 20. These are the boy playing ball now. Not somebody who's 45 that is claiming to be 28.
To pay VAT, that is
They can't even run. They can't do anything. It's so disappointing. Everything is just upside down.
yes.
So
But
disappointing. But anyways, I'll
yeah,
support Ghana. I'll
yeah.
support Ghana at the World Cup. My mom is from Ghana,
Because
and I
there is
always
still one
support Ghana.
Ghana. There's still
Eh?
one Ghana. Are you from Ghana?
My mom is from Ghana. My dad is in Nigeria.
Okay.
So do
There's
as
someone
easy.
there's
But
someone here joining me.
if
Is from
Nigeria and
Ghana.
Ghana are playing, I always support Nigeria.
No,
But
okay.
if Nigeria is not in the picture, I go with Ghana. So
Ghana.
either way, I watch World Cup. Nice. I just hope Ghana should be in US so that I can watch it in US.
Yeah, which is actually what's very good, but I don't think I will want to go to US to go and watch Ghana. That is it. Because they have suffered me. This is my brother. They just join us from Ghana. I won't bring him on. Yeah. So I want to ask you a question before you leave. We are talking about Nations Cup. Can Nigeria win Nations Cup? Can Nigeria win it?
Can Nigeria win Nations Cup?
Yes, after playing the final, the last one.
Honestly, it's tough. There's so many solid teams there. There's so many good teams there. I don't know if we can. Not with this set of players. Not with Ekon and Simon. I don't know what the coach is going to do. I believe we have some talent, but I don't know why. But
You
it's
agree we don't
difficult.
have enough players again? We don't have good players that much again. You agree with that?
You say what?
We don't have good players, like enough good players again. Do you agree?
Similarly, do you know that we don't necessarily have to pick up players from top team that play in top? There are some players that play in lower league that are solid. They are solid. There are so many Benjamin Frederick everywhere. Look at that 19 years old boy. that play for South Africa. What's his name? I can't even remember his name. That guy
Mbukazi.
that run everywhere. How old is
Uh-huh.
he? Where does he
Mbukazi.
play? Who knows him? Football has gone beyond names. Like, forget the club you play. There are some players that play in all these Scandinavian countries that play in championship, even all these championship boys. Bring them in and see how they perform. Where is Bedford playing? Look at him. There's so many of them that they forget about all this time. They need to just look for quality player. Quality player, bring them in and let's see what we can do. But for me, I don't think we can win the Nations Cup, to be honest.
Okay.
I don't see it.
Next question is that if Nigeria won good and formed to the playoffs, the World Cup in November, do you see them qualifying on a neutral venue in Morocco?
If you can qualify out of Africa, I believe we'll
no. If we qualify out of Africa, we'll go build New Caledonia now. All those New Caledonia.
With the quality of team we will playing outside of Africa, I think we can do. But playing Congo and maybe Cote d'Ivoire, Gabon, I think Cameroon might be there too.
Cameroon might be there, yeah.
Are you saying we can beat this Cameroon team
on a neutral venue in Morocco? Do you fancy them to qualify?
Maybe with the coach. I believe so much in Chell, honestly. I so much like that man. I love that man, but I don't know. He just kept. I feel like he doesn't know the player enough, or maybe need more time. If that guy have more time, I believe that guy will do something for us. That guy is good. He knows what he's doing, but it seems like he doesn't really know the player. So he just like, maybe that's his problem. I don't know, but I don't know. I just believe in that guy. I just wanted to give that guy a long-term contract. Maybe with that guy in charge, maybe we'll be able to do something.
Okay. Thank you, Samuel, for your time.
Thank you, sir. How's IoT? Why is he not on your show today?
I mean, you just say family could be issue. If I just probably come back ask you probably later.
So are you in Manchester? Are you in Manchester, right?
I'm in Manchester.
Okay.
All
right, sir. You have a good one, sir.
All right, thank you, Samuel. Yeah. So that's Samuel, my very good friend. So I bring on Chris and Uche. So I want to keep it to the last, but because of thank you, my guy. For your gesture. Thank you. Let me just bring on Chris and Uche. So is Uche is Chris in the network of Chris. I hope this network is good though. This Chris network is good though.
Yeah, it's good. It's good.
I know that I brought stuff together because we normally have these conversations on a regular basis. We are part of people that believe, and I appreciate your intelligence, guys. That Chris sent me a message just before the South African game, and some of you guys I wonder, see, go and do your coaching badge. Some of you really solid than people on social media, all those creators buying tea for each other. I'm just joking, but I really actually appreciate the way you actually talk about football. But Chris, let me know your opinion, about what I've discussed today quickly.
Like anytime I say I look at this and I say, you know what, I'm out. You always draw me back in, bro. like, bro. After that game, after that 1-1, bro, I just closed, I just switched off. But when I started seeing posts on Game Football on Instagram, if you're not following, guys, go follow. I started telling myself, you know what? Maybe we still have something. We can still do it. We can still do it. But my only disappointment in that game was that I felt like we went there, to win, but also, I thought we'll just go with a draw.
Yeah,
it wasn't like a all out. Yeah, it wasn't like an all out attack. Like whatever happens. It was more of like, you know what? Let's just go there, because if you notice when we're behind, the way they started playing. The way they started playing when we were behind, they were going with intent, like they were bumping forward, and they got that goal. Immediately they got that goal. When South Africa got the ball and they were trying to hold on to the ball, we didn't press them anymore. We just, sat back and like, you know what? If you guys want to keep the ball, you keep the ball. But one thing is that we'll not lose this game, even we'll go with a draw. So I think that was what, for them, they looked at it like, with the condition of the pitch and everything, we'll just hold on to this draw, and whatever happens in the next game happens. So that's what I just thought about. And also, before the game started, I when I saw the lineup, I think I sent it to you and I said, yeah, this was the same midfield we played in Uyo against them. And I remember in that game, the game was very open, like they had so many chances. And I went back to watch that game again, and I saw that we created more chances than them in that game. Before, I was thinking that they were the ones that had but I went back to watch the game and I looked at the stats, and we created more chances than them in that game. So, but one thing, the issue was that the midfield was too open, and it wasn't just because of Dele Bashiru, but also we had Iheanacho in that game. We had Polonwachu in that game. So it was like as if Ndidi was fighting for his life in that game that day. Because I remember the goal the guy scored. Ndidi was trying to mark 3 players at the same time. And the guy just weaved through our defense.
He was ball watching.
Yeah, but ball watching there, and the guy just weaved through our defense. The guy just went and scored.
Yeah.
But in this game we played in Uyo, for me, I think, like you said earlier, which I also believe also is that the coach was at fault in so many things in that game. Also, for me, I felt like in that game there was no need for Desert to start that game. There was no need for Desert to start that game.
Let me just clarify something. The reason why Desert started that game was internal issues, which I would not want to go into. It's okay. Internal issues.
Yeah, because it was a bit strange, because I know that like for a game like that, there was no reason for him to start, even after seeing what Tolu scoring that goal.
It
and
was
the confidence would have
internal issue that the coach will address in the next window. It was like so things will change.
Anyways, so
if you did kitchen cabinet, you might have access to the internal. So continue.
Yeah.
Continue,
but anyways, also like Dele Bashiru in that game. This is also the reason why he's not getting a lot of games at Lazio, because sometimes he's just there and the game is just passing him by. It's like he's not getting any input in the game. The game is just passing, like he's just there, and that's the problem he's having also with getting locking down the spot at Lazio. Yeah, it's like he just drifts away.
Yeah, it just slips off.
He just slips off, and that chance that he got, that he was through on goal, I don't know why he stopped. It's like he stopped and waited for the player to come. And I looked at that thing. I said, the same way you thought about the first person that came to my head in that game was Teller, and I remember the goal he scored against Bayern.
Yeah,
the same ball. He just went in and boom. Even with the person that was trying to close him down, he went straight. So I was surprised that he got that ball and then he stopped. So the players he picked for that game, I felt that those players were not supposed to start that game. But the thing is that I want to believe that with this game that Eric Schell has learned something and seen that some of these players needs to be moved on. I'm not saying that you have to drop them or don't call them up, but there needs to be like, a situation where their spot is no longer available for them. They have to walk back to get that spot.
I won't lie to you. Part of what he said, and I'm going to say this thing here that I don't answer. After the Uyo game, I think he wanted a different defensive partner with this guy, Kevin Bassi. And I think that he's really interested in Tosin Darabioyo. That he thinks that the boy will complement, Bassi very well. Don't forget that Bassi is the one that is leading Fredericks. Fredericks will still make mistake, in some games, which we understand. But it's just that the guy might be there during AFCON, actually. So continue, Chris.
Yeah. So, and another player again that I just feel like, we have given him too many chances, right? And I feel like it's time for him to just, ride on the bench. Is Bruno Nyemechi. Calvin Bassey was going crazy on that place when he was playing that left back. We brought in Bruno, and it's like as if everything just closed. There was a pass they gave him. I don't know whether he was sleeping. I don't know what he was thinking. With this,
It's the
like
ball.
the last minute
Mm.
of the game, they gave you a pass. I don't know where your mind was like. Whether you zoned out and the ball just went to throw in, and that just summed up his whole performance.
Mm. Mm.
So we already know the players that Calvin and Frederick that the youngest players in that back line.
Mm-hmm.
So, like you said, we need Tosin. I think Tosin is a bit older than Fredericks and Bassi also. So we need also that experience. And the thing is that when people talk about we need this player for experience, we need experience. People are saying we needed Ekong for experience. Listen, right now, football is not all about your experience. If you have experience and you don't have the ability to do, your body can't perform any longer. You are grabbing the bench. Nobody cares anymore. If you
So
look
sorry,
at it, yeah.
let me just say something about Felix Agu. I'll talk about Fredericks first. Let's be honest. I'm not going to say it here. If that Zimbabwe game, Fredericks could pull leg for that ball. Let's be honest ourselves.
Of course.
That Zimbabwe game, that Fredericks could pull leg.
Yeah.
Of course.
Be honest, he could pull leg for that ball. But because we don't want to dwell into that and start calling out this thing. And the issue about Felix Agu is that that Agu issue, so that they will not going to say I will use the new player again. I think that was one of the things that actually were really stopping from using Agu. Yeah.
But
So,
do you think in the next window Felix Agu will be
I think the problem is that they need to get a letter from FIFA, not from German FA, from FIFA to claim officially.
wow?
Mm.
But that's been since it's close to 6 months, right?
You need to get a letter. See, if you go to FIFA now, there's a portal. As a player that's changing
Yes.
nationality. I can't. That boy's name is not there.
Ooh.
So
Wow.
you have to get the documents to show, as in, like, German FA already wrote that the boy has not played any competitive game for them. So, but you have to get clearance from FIFA. That will never was happen to Insue. You know that. So Insue,
Yeah, the guy at
Guinea.
Guinea. Yeah.
So you have to get that document, to show. You can't just. You have to get that document from. You have to show them. Look at that boy called Namunso, from Cameroon. He was on that FIFA portal. The boy changed from England to Cameroon. He was there. It's okay. We need to show that one too. It's okay. So just like Alex Iwobi, during the Asia time, they took him to one qualifier. Was in Namibia, but he didn't play because he didn't play for England, but he didn't play them because of that. You have not get that clearance. So, and that girl too, and that girl that played for Falcons 24 too. I think he was in
Malawi.
So you have to get that thing and make sure that it has been cleared.
Okay. So okay. Yes, for me, I feel like I'll start with Ndidi. Ndidi can no longer play 2 games in succession within 2 days or 3 days, because we played on Saturday and he's playing
So let
on.
me ask you a question. Do you think that against us now, we should not play some players at all? We just want to play
Yes.
against them.
Yes, they should.
Yes.
I think they should have 2.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
They should have.
Yes.
They should have two set of team. I think against Lesotho, they should try. I don't know. Like, I feel like Pesero has when Pesero was our coach, he did not trust Onyedika. This guy Eric Chell is not trusting. He's also not putting his trust on Onyedika. I don't know. Like, is it that he's slow, or because I feel like he's the only one that looks like a deep line playmaker.
Let's be honest, that's the way the boy used to do when he was a vigilant, he's not doing that same thing again.
Yeah, it's not aggressive. It's not aggressive as
He needs to look at if you look at if you want to play on this African soil, then look at Karami Dumbia, look at all those boys, the way, see, when we friend Ndidi came to Nigeria from Genk, just like Onyeka, Ndidi was fire.
It was
It
very
was
aggressive. It was
something
very
else.
aggressive.
But
Yeah,
you don't get that vibe from
aggressive.
Onyeka. You don't
It's
get it from
just
Onyeka. See, to say Alassane Yusuf can be more intelligent, I prefer Alassane Yusuf.
Yeah. So, cause we are actually lacking. We're lacking. I think Yakuba Yegbini mentioned this. Like, we're lacking a playmaker in that midfield, someone that can dictate where the ball is going to. And because if you notice, it won't be my try 3 times, 4 times. It's not the person that will be doing it consistently. So we need someone that would come in, because we can't take this to AFCON. If we take this to AFCON, we would actually crash out maybe quarterfinal or semi-final, because the
I see that
midfield.
different AFCON. Where is
Yeah,
predict again? I see that different AFCON. Continue.
yeah, because why I say so is because you are playing in North Africa. And whenever you're playing in North Africa, the North African teams are usually on fire because they feel they are home. So you're definitely going to get, if you are playing against Algeria,
Especially
Egypt,
Morocco.
Morocco, they will be on, that is their home. They
Yeah,
understand, the terrain. So I feel like it's going to be a North African affair. It might even be a North African affair at the final. That's what I'm even saying, because it's their home. So
okay, before I actually let you guys go, there's one thing that they asked for Super Sport yesterday, that we have 5 teams in North Africa. 4 are on the verge of qualifying for the World Cup. You're seeing like one draw. The 5th one, Libya, also have a chance of going to the playoff. What are they doing right then? That's another thing.
they know how to win at home.
They have
They
a
know how
working
to win at
system.
home. And they know how to win at home. They know how to win at home. Like,
Yes,
going to their home,
they have
they will
infrastructure.
pick up that 15 points. That 15
Yes.
points. If you go to their home, they will pick up that 15 points. If you check it, most of them are. The 15 points will be in the bag before they start contesting for other points. Yeah. So
I have a question.
Yeah, quickly, so I can bring
I have a question.
Damola and Gospel on there.
When we talk about, like, I remember earlier you said something about who has the best, if we have who has the best squad in Africa. And I thought about it. So I wanted to ask you guys, when you talk about, okay, let's say if we're looking at the players available that can represent some of these African countries, when we look at it, like, which of these countries do you think have the best players available that can represent them?
I think it's Morocco. I think it's Morocco.
Morocco.
This is what they do. Where is Henry? I'm coming. Okay, Henry and nobody is coming together. Don't go Henry. So the Morocco system is this. Most of these boys, they even go to Morocco nowadays before, so they're already used to the system. And if you go to a Moroccan house, they don't leave the culture. We send the culture away. If you go to a Moroccan house, the culture is the culture. They make sure that they teach them that thing. So it's part of, they get through parenting. For example, now, a player, they ask him that to play for Nigeria. I don't want to play because of my market value. Yes.
You will never see this with, we never see this with any of those Moroccan players.
You will never see that with any of the Moroccan players.
You never see.
You never see with the Egyptian player. You never see.
They almost got to Olise now. This guy that's playing for France. They almost got to
Algeria because
they almost went to Algeria.
Commitment and everything. See, I've seen things that it was the Nigerian player that stopped the African player from playing for Nigeria. I've seen that. So I've seen that. So it just depends on how we treat our people. So guys, thank you. And just bring because I can roll it. Thank you, Chris, for that contribution and Uche too. So Damola and Gospel. Henry, you are coming there too, and Henry with Colin. I'll just do it all together. So, Mr. Damola, thank you for your time. I know that you gave a very good analysis on Monday before the game. Your thoughts.
Yes. So thanks for having me again. Yeah. So Let me start with the last game we played.
Mhm.
I believe that if we had played Arokodare from the beginning, there's a
Mhm.
high chance he would have won that game.
Mhm.
But now you are telling us that there's an internal information, and you're not telling us this internal information, Smith.
Mhm.
Is it such a
You know
secret?
there's okay, let me just give you an example of something.
Okay.
There was a game that Nigeria played, so you can understand what I'm trying to talk. Nigeria against Cape Verde that we drew 1-1. If you
Yes.
remember, that was in Lagos. Something terrible happened the night before.
Okay. Is
But
it public knowledge? It is public knowledge.
there was a denier and counter denier, but but it was the NFF president eventually. We knew actually. But what I just trying to say basically is that there's some things that can happen and can change the manager's decision about who and who to play. But for footballing reasons, I don't think Eric Shell will want to start this side of Arokodare.
Okay. So
Yeah.
good, yes. So, and I think as well in the midfield, I felt like maybe he could have benched Ndidi, just to allow him to rest. So when I look at the starting 11, for me, I was not really impressed. I felt that they should have brought in fresh legs to the midfield, especially someone like Onyedika. So
Mhm.
I don't know the reason why he started the familiar faces. But I was thinking, what do you think? I was thinking that maybe because he saw that the pitch was bad,
Mhm.
so he wanted the players that know each other well, so that in terms of passing the ball, they already know how to pass the ball to each other, and
Mhm.
that would help to mitigate the risk of playing in such a bad pitch. Because it doesn't make sense to me why he will start, in the D again, why, like,
Even when
and then
yes, of
start
course,
Moses Simon as well. Like Chukwueze has been basically his best player ever since he became our coach. So I
Mhm.
was thinking he would put Chukwueze in the middle, as number 10. Now you put in Lookman, and Lookman is not match fit. So I don't really know what was going on in his mind. I think he needs to tell Nigerians maybe the reason why he started some people. Like it doesn't make sense to me. I feel like we actually lost the game because of our starting 11. That is
Uh,
my personal opinion.
okay, I'm not a spokesman for Eric Shell, but I can just like get into his head slightly. I
Okay,
think
please, maybe
he
you can.
wanted to respect Africa at the start, because in a pitch like that, you must be very careful. So he went to respect
Okay.
them, but he realized that the ball wasn't moving quicker. So the balls we were getting up front was long balls to Desas. It's not gonna work. Desas
Okay.
likes pass. We're just giving him long balls. And Ola not got injured. He just realized that you need
Yes.
to
Okay.
retweak the team. And I think that's actually what ended. That's actually what happened. So for me, I just think that they wanted a 3-5-2 formation first, just to
Okay.
make sure that if they are attacking us they attack with 4 players, so at least we have enough to cover them and we can actually hit them on the counter. But
Okay.
it wasn't working. That was the reason why I didn't consider that goal, because Basi was not meant to play left back. He went to go and play left back.
Yes.
And because of the adjustment he made, in that team.
Okay.
So Fredrickson. So and also to what was he called? I think Chukwueze is not really match fit. Not
Yeah,
fit.
maybe that is the reason why. Because yes,
Because Chukwueze should not
new
be.
season he has
Yeah.
not been playing for AC Milan, so I thought
Yeah.
of it as well. Maybe that is the reason. Because when Eric Chell came, Chukwueze was on fire. Remember?
Yes.
And this is the reason why I don't like this international window, like this,
September.
this FIFA window, because it's always the worst for us. Remember last year too, we had the same problem. New season, players are trying to move. They've not been playing for their clubs. Then the transfer window is closing on the same week. Like I knew that the team would not be match fit.
This is not
But I'm telling you,
the
yes,
worst for us is always June. When
yeah.
people will come to camp with pot belly.
Oh, that one was bad. I remember June.
June is
It will be Basi were still on vacation. I don't
yeah.
even want to go into the June. I think June was when we lost, when we messed up because
Yeah.
yes. And that takes me to something. I believe that next month the players will be more match fit
Yeah.
and they will do well. And I'm one of those that believe, and I still believe that Nigeria can qualify for the World Cup.
Yeah, thank you very much.
I believe. You see, I think those who say they don't believe, maybe they've not been watching the Nigerian team. I'm one of those. I watch the games if I can, from the 90s. I've watched the qualifiers. And I remember 2002, we were in a worse situation than this.
Situation than this.
We were in a worse situation than this.
I want to remind you of one game. Do you remember Nigeria against Zimbabwe in Lagos? Qualifiers for Sydney 2000.
The Olympics. Oh, I didn't see that one.
We needed to score 4-0.
I remember, yes.
Because so I think Emmanuel Ebiede. I think about there's something Ebiede actually scored the last 2 goals for Nigeria. So
remember that team? There's a player called Mohamed something in that team as well. We had some good players in that.
Yeah. So 4-0. So I've learned not to ever.
That is the thing about Nigeria, yes. And if you remember Atlanta 96 Olympics, we had the bad preparation. In fact, there's a documentary on Amazon. I don't know if it's still there about how they won the Olympics in 96, the gold medal. Like when they came to the US, they put them like in a motel. All these like motels, roadside motels.
Yes.
That's what they put them. Taribo was sleeping in the room with 3 or 4 other players. Like it was so bad, like bad organization.
But they just look for a way to.
They just find a way.
Just find a way.
I believe Nigeria will do well. Now, I won't take your time. This takes me to something though that bothers me, because since I believe that Nigeria can qualify, you believe we need to support these players, right? We need to rally around them. But I feel like the Nigerian media is playing to the gallery. Oh, the team is useless. We cannot qualify. And then people are giving misinformation that, we don't have a chance. Now, I want you to confirm, because the way you said something, right? And I don't see any media talking about this. How to determine the second best team? Like, you just confirm. Is it true? Is it true that you are saying that they will take the matches versus the last team and take away the points?
I don't. Please, as you drop here, please just go and check UEFA World Cup qualifier for Qatar. There are some 5 groups in one team, 6 in. Go and check how they took away it. That is the policy. People in Nigeria don't investigate. They don't read. That is my problem.
But apart from that, is there like an official statement on FIFA website about this? Because
it's there. That's the guideline.
So how come you are the only one that is saying this? Nobody else is saying it in media. Because
our NFA is not working.
Because even talking about NFF, it's like they themselves have given up. After the game, remember that NFF statement by some guy, the director of communication, saying that, it's the fault of Ekong, it's the fault of Desas. If you believe that you can still win your games and still qualify, why would you be putting your players under the bus when these players still need to be motivated to win the remaining games? Why are we like this?
Our NFF is not working. Their job is basically to pull a player down, and they always ensure that they invite players who they know are loyal to them. Once they do that, it's Smith. If you remember, just before the match on IoT's show, I said that if I had my way, I would fire every member of NFF.
Yes.
If I had my way. They are not doing their job.
Yes.
The coach cannot do the job of the NFF.
Yes. Now, NFF is now denying that they did not make that statement. Do you know how strong that statement is? So someone just came from nowhere, made a statement, and now the Secretary General is saying, no, that is not from us. Does it make sense? Like, what is going on?
I investigated that thing. He made that statement in isolation, because of personal vendetta. That is it.
And he's still the director of communication as we speak. He's still there.
So why has he not been fired?
So
why has he not been fired?
He's a civil servant, so I don't know what they call.
Then they can transfer him to Ministry of Establishment.
It can be transferred to Ministry of Agriculture, Ministry of I don't know. So these are the issues. So at the end of the day, the fault now is not the players, because we still need these players to be motivated, inspired for the next 2 games, based on what you are saying, Smith. That we can still qualify, even at the second best team. Yes.
Smith,
You are the only
Smith.
person I've seen that is too inspired that we can qualify. I believe that we can still qualify. The Nigeria I know, that we know, where we are born, we know that at the time when nobody expects, that is when we show up.
Yes.
Nigeria is not England. Nigeria is not Morocco. It is Nigeria.
Nigeria.
The point is, didn't the NFF know that we were going to play in Bloemfontein?
So now, talking about that,
No, didn't they know? Did they not see the pitch?
You know, before they used to send advance party.
Oh, they do. If they send advance party, they are just going to relax.
You know, when they get to send advance party, they will go and be watching people with wearing bikini. I'm just joking.
That's all they go to do.
Please, I don't know about that one.
No, but the truth is, the NFF are not doing their job. I'll keep hammering on this until it gets to those who to do something about it. Number one, we knew we were going to play in Bloemfontein. We knew the pitch was not good. I mean, do you remember the Falconet match where they were shining those things, those searchlights in the eyes of the players?
Yes.
Was there a petition to FIFA?
No, we don't put petition. We don't write petition.
Oh, you don't petition?
We wish people write petition. These people are not. See, let me tell you something. There's no time that Libya will come away without petition.
Oh.
Hey, neck pain them. Hey, somebody shout on them. They will petition. There's no time. They will come here. Some countries will come here with petition us. In fact, if we are nice to them, they will petition us. Because we think about, we prioritize something different. You know, we don't care.
I mean, I remember what Westerhoff was doing when he was taking us to a camp somewhere in Holland. When he was taking one camp in Holland. He takes the boys there. Even during off-season time, he brings the team together there, and they mix there, and they train, and they get to know themselves. I've been my son has been making me watch what obtains in every other team. They have a camp. Sometimes it's even a whole like hotel setting. They have a pitch, and they come in there, and they not only just train, they also get to know themselves. The coach gets to know them, and it's a team. It's not an individual sport. It's a team sport, and we allow ourselves to do this ramshackle arrangement that we always do. And when it is time to collect a trophy, you will see the NFF chairman run out to go and collect trophy instead of allowing the players to collect trophy. When it's time to give them money in Aston Villa, you see him running out so that you can tell them 20% is for the NFF.
Yes.
So I think basically somebody said it earlier. We don't play on names. We shouldn't be playing on names or past glory. If a player is not fit, he is not fit.
Remember, this was why we did badly in our first two games when they played Iheanacho and someone else. Like, remember? He shouldn't have played.
I was telling my son that Iheanacho looked like somebody who just took 2 bottles of Boulder. No, really, his belly was so big. When he came onto the pitch.
Against South Africa in Uyo. When he came onto the pitch, when he sat down, his belly came out. Belly came out. So, and he was even arguing, you know, at that time himself. I don't know. We just got it wrong. You know, a player that was in camp then said that after they warmed up, there was no tactics. Go and do your thing. Go and do your thing. Put body. You know, go and do your thing. That's all. There was no tactics.
I keep referring to the fact that I was at the National Stadium when South Africa came for their first match against the Super Eagles.
4-0.
We won 4-0. But check the progressive this is of the South African team. Why can't we even? Are we saying we cannot afford a good coach? Are we saying we can't, as a country, afford not just a good coach, a very good coach?
We can afford it, but they won't pay the coach. Even if we have
No,
the money,
who won't pay? Who won't pay?
See, anytime you employ a coach in Nigeria, is somebody is taking money from that. For example, now this guy. Is he Alvan Renard, the coach of? Used to coach Ivory Coast before. He was near. He was about to get Nigerian job.
Yes.
But it's like how much they went to pay him, and how much he's going to be getting. It was different from the one they proposed. So it was like, who is going to be having
magical numbers?
So anytime they see this man now, the man is okay, but they gave the man 50K. Say the man should be paying his assistants money. See, if you want to, the moment you say you want to work for the NFF, that's the moment that you want to suffer. The electoral salary is in dollars. They paid him with naira. He now said that they want to go and use CBN rates to pay. So how will he use?
He has family in Madagascar or wherever. So he has to.
No, they were say we used to have one parallel market and they want CBN this thing. So they used to go and use the CBN rate to pay. How will you change that money from CBN? Indirectly, half of the money gone. They pay him in Naira. It's exchange to take Naira to France.
The point is the very moment maybe the presidency or whoever steps in and fires everybody, they will all run to FIFA.
Yes.
Yeah, that is the thing.
And
you can't fire them because they'll go to FIFA.
Like I said, if we do not qualify for this World Cup, I want to begin to no qualification for Super Eagles, no more office time for any NFF staff. I think we should just write off that place and start all over again.
He knows. In fact, he knows that if anybody that does not go to the World Cup will not get a contract. He knows that. And that's the reason why people that are working against him are also working, because people that want to go for NFF posts, they don't want him to, they don't want to get to qualify for the World Cup.
Politics.
Yes, they don't want Nigeria. So they are doing everything not to make this team qualify too, so that this one cannot go for
sabotage. Yes, sabotage.
That's it now. When Nigeria played in Qatar, people are partying, say, Nigeria did not qualify because they know that Magic Pinnick will not go for total.
Can you imagine? Politics. I have a question, and Smith, and this is very important. Maybe you can.
Last question, I have
Yes. Our next game against Lesotho, right? Let's look at fair game. Forget that we're Nigerians, right? Is it fair for us to play Lesotho on South African soil? Because I see people are more concerned about, no Bloemfontein. Is it about Bloemfontein or don't even go to SA?
No.
When playing Lesotho.
Let me tell you something. Anywhere they actually would play that game, I think that Bloemfontein would not host that game. I think that they knew what they did in that Bloemfontein matter. So that is just.
It was intentional.
So I think they want to play the stadium that South Africa, that Zimbabwe played Rwanda. That was one of the best stadiums in South Africa. I think that's the stadium that will be hosting Zimbabwe, Lesotho, and Nigeria, and Lesotho, Nigeria. That's the stadium. So it's very, very good stadium actually.
So here's my thing though. Is it fair for two teams to play in the home soil of a country that is also in that group?
See, let me tell you something. Morocco did it in the last World Cup.
What is happening with FIFA?
There are two countries in this Africa that are above the law: Morocco and South Africa. See, the law that governs Nigeria does not govern Morocco and South Africa. Morocco played all their World Cup games go to Qatar at home. The same thing. Yes, now they didn't play any away game.
Nobody is protesting these issues. Even in NFF, nobody is coming up to protest this issue.
Because this
we don't have NFF.
Again, NFF is the problem.
How much did they used to pay for South Africa to rent Bloemfontein? How much? Did they pay money to rent Bloemfontein? Did they pay money? So all these things, that's why I say Benin Republic too. Come and play in New York, but they will not come.
Even another thing. Have you guys noticed that every time we have a World Cup match or an international match, that is the time they will go and get a carpenter to start doing whatever work around the stadium? Those things that are supposed to be electronic stuff. That is the time they start going to do carpentry work. I mean, they were training the other day, and I saw the carpenters working.
See, I don't know. See,
Around we do that. How much somebody was jubilating when they said, "Oh, thank God, we have 2 scoreboards working at the Uyo place."
Yeah.
So are we saying we cannot afford what's that thing called? Advertising board? Electronic advertising board. Are we saying we can't afford it?
I don't know why you see. Let me tell you something. Say, people you saying something. See, in Nigeria, I've seen situations that before the game, the next day, they went to go and be painting the field green. Yes, to paint the field green. It's Nigeria and Ghana doing the same thing. That's what they might do to Accra Stadium. They will go and be painting it green, so it's going to lose lush green next day. So I still all right, thank you for your time.
Again about the away game again. Okay, now the match between South Africa and Zimbabwe, right? It's going to be a home game for Zimbabwe. Where is the match going to be played?
It's going to be in
South Africa.
But
I thought they were moving into Rwanda.
No, because that same window, Rwanda will be playing Benin Republic.
So what you are telling me now is that South Africa will be playing their home and away game against Lesotho in South Africa, and then they will be playing their home and away game against Zimbabwe in South Africa.
Yes.
So if we don't qualify, you know some of the reasons now, right? Why if we don't qualify?
Yes. You know,
so it's more than just
football. You know what I said before? They wanted to force Benin Republic to South Africa.
When there's Nigeria.
All right, thank you. I still have some people
waiting.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Thank you. I have Henry actually was waiting, so I'm just going to bring Henry has been waiting. Henry, Mr. Okay, now the Collins is not here already, so I'm going to bring on. So Collins is going to be my last caller. So Henry, I know that we have been exchanging, different things in the morning and everything. But I know that this Africa. In fact, I don't know if you are from South Africa, but you know their politics very well. So take it from anywhere.
Okay. Did you talk about the CAF politics? Did you talk about it? Because I missed the beginning of your show.
I talked about it at the start of it. Like
for the waffle. I mean,
waffle, yes.
Yeah, the last set of callers. I hope my network is good today. But the last set of callers did talk about it a little. Yeah, CAF politics is very bad, and FIFA is aiding and abetting them.
Yes.
I think right from the beginning, they always wanted the regional qualifiers.
Yes.
The same they've done in the past for the women and for the age grades. But thank God they didn't do that because of North Africa. They can't do that because North Africa will stand their ground. Because with the other associations, they are useless, very useless associations. You understand? Nigeria is very useless. You understand? So we are not speaking enough. Now we are seeing a situation where they are doing regional competitions, and it is affecting us the most because now we've been having good under 17s, and that has been supply for many of our senior teams, right? Not just for Mali, for some other countries, because we do well in the age tournament. But now, what is now the issue is that
I think your voice slightly. I think the audio. The network is fine. I think the audio is just. Are you using earpiece? Headphone?
No, I'm not.
Okay, go ahead. Continue.
If it's bad, give me 1 minute for the step out of it. Let me step out. Maybe look for it. Yeah, just is it still good? Is it bad?
He said that the man's network is okay. I said that we can't actually work. Some people, I think the mic is the problem. Any, somebody, can you hear him very well? Maybe it's from.
It's cracking a little bit. That's
Okay.
yes, cracking. That's
Uh,
what. Okay.
okay. I do. Okay. Yeah, let me hear from you. Collins, are you ready? So
Okay.
let me hear from you.
Let me start. I have listened to everybody.
Mm-hmm.
My own thing is this: if you want to start destroying things, you have to destroy those things from the roots.
Uh-huh.
You don't need to start from the up, you start cutting. If you want to cut a tree, you start from the roots so that those roots will not come up again. Number
Uh-huh.
one is the NFF, that's the people. And number two is the sports journalist.
Uh-huh.
What you are doing, Smith, this is what a sport journalist is supposed to be doing.
Uh-huh.
It's shameful that you are the one doing it and they are copying what you are doing and posting it in their own platform. What is the essence of them going to school to go and study sports journalism? Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Are you telling me that if you call any of the sports journalists, say, okay, have you done your mathematics that in Nigeria, are we going to do the playoff? Are
Mm-hmm.
we going for the playoff? That person does not know.
Mm-hmm.
That is why when I'm shouting up, these are the one of the reasons when I was shouting about the sports journalists.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, I don't know them.
Mm-hmm.
All I know is if I say a sports journalist, I might be thinking it's a blogger, a content
Mm-hmm.
creator.
Mm-hmm.
That is the job they're supposed to do. Now, I'm not going to blame any player.
Collins, are you ready, Collins? Continue on, very sorry.
I'm not going to blame any player against South Africa.
Mm-hmm.
If Olaino will get injury,
Mm-hmm.
any other player is possible. If you didn't take care, you might
Mm-hmm.
also fall a victim of getting injury. I don't
Mm-hmm.
want to start pointing, this player, this player. I don't want to do that. The
Mm-hmm.
people I want to focus is the NFF.
Mm-hmm.
I think their stupidity is too much.
Mm-hmm.
If NFF will be there and somebody that call himself a media will post that nonsense, that is to show you that that organization is useless.
Mm-hmm.
That is to show that they are not even united. Everybody is doing something. And the stupid human being ever, that secretary to the NFL, started opening his mouth. And they told me that he's a lecturer. He's a disgrace to a Muslim
It's actually
community.
in Amendu below ABU's area.
He is a useless to any Muslim man there. Tell that man that he's a useless to the Muslim community. If that man is a Christian,
But
he's a useless to the Christian community.
it's just someone out of them. So
Yeah, no, he himself, because the reason why he talks so aggressively in the sense that he doesn't even know what he's doing.
he's a
The
proud
day,
man,
the
actually.
day I will see him,
Mm-hmm.
I,
You won't do
I will
anything.
I will confront him aggressively that and I will talk to him face to face. He will be shocked. And
Don't
nobody
worry.
he will say
I'll
that
carry you.
nobody has ever
We'll
challenged
go
him
Morocco
before.
together. I will go there. I will tell. So
The day I will tell him that I will tell say, Oga, I will tell you, Oga, what is your function? What is your duty in NFF? He will be looking at I will be looking at him.
mm-hmm.
I said, have they beat you outside the country? But what is your he will just be looking at me. That
Mm-hmm.
day he will drop 12 pounds. Because the problem is that the reason why people are not talking is because people have lost interest in sports.
Mm-hmm.
The people have lost. I'm telling you, this is something. In fact, I don't know how to say this. And looking at the game, people saying, bring this person, bring this person. Even if Osime was there, Osime will still struggle.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Even any person will still struggle because I saw the picture, I saw what they are doing. It doesn't South Africa didn't even play anything. Let's be honest to ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
And whoever that is blaming the coach, maybe you don't like the coach. You don't even need to blame the coach. You go and blame the NFF.
Mm-hmm.
You guys can make that man to have a white gray. I am not his
The man
supporter.
is getting older than when he was in Mali.
I am not his supporter, but what they have done to this man, I said, oh God, have mercy. I'm telling you, the man tried. He tried. He tried. And look at the so nonsense and stupid NFF. All hope have not lost. You're already putting a match against Venezuela in America the same way they're playing the playoff. Are you telling me those people are you telling me they sucked their mother's breast very well before they were reasonable? Somebody, you know that the playoff is between the month of November, and you are putting a game in that November friendly to do what? Are you stupid? We are trying to survive in World Cup, and you are putting a friendly match. That money you have taken, they will return that money. What?
You know what I will do? You know what I say they will do? I can bet it with you. You know what they will do? They will carry Ismail Sadiq out of there to go and play that friendly match. Because of the money.
You see that money? Smith, watch now. You see that money? They go hear them.
The players from Azerbaijan. That's what it is against Mexico now, to go and play that match. And then we say Ogunmoyede and Ileshiku should follow them to go and play that match. They will play it though. They will play that match. If Nigeria is engaged in the qualifiers in Morocco, they will play that match. I'm worried. I'm telling you, that money they must collect it though.
Just look at to tell you that. See, Smith, if these people will do this, I am not surprised that if Benin Republic will give them money, they will collect the money and make sure that Benin beat us in New York. These people are up and doing.
I think so too.
These people. And Smith, don't see. Don't be angry with somebody that will say, now I'm beginning to understand it. Somebody will come and say that if he play for Nigeria, his market value will reduce, which is true. It's true. These people will spoil market for you. It's true. Let's be honest to ourselves. If now somebody now come and say he playing, that person's market value is going to drop because they are not organized. Are you telling me that in the whole Africa, if you're talking about family, Nigeria is number one? How do they coming over? If Burna Boy is going to London, all these guys they will rush. We have the music, we do it here, but coming over to home, they will draw back because the people who are in charge of home they are not organized. The people at home, they are not organized. That is why those people are drawing back. Now, look at today. Tell her, Smith, are you there?
Yeah, I'm listening to you.
Yeah, look at today. Go and watch what Teller did in Bayer Leverkusen. That he come to Nigeria, he will just be because of what we are not organized. Everything is hunger. If somebody is not hungry enough, the person will not do anything.
But what I normally say is that what cost Nigeria to go and meet people that did that Senegal pitch and tell them that please, we want a good pitch, a very good pitch that can last us for a long time. Then we go and do it in Abuja, or I don't know. I don't just know. Just see, don't worry. You mentioned something that these people could sabotage the year from not qualifying. Yes. Yes, because that 3 billion, they don't finish them. See, and I will say it here. When Nigeria played against USA at the Olympics for basketball, people were praying. Officials were praying that Nigeria should lose. Because why? The money, they don't want them to, so they will not spend money, so they can.
Now, I'm beginning to understand the reason why Rasheedat is shouting. Now, today, what happened? Toby, Amazon, you see, don't blame the person that will change country to another country. Let's be honest to ourselves.
They will treat you like anything. They will treat you like anything. I was on the pitch side with that guy talking to Sanusi, against Nigeria against Brazil at the Olympics. If you see the way he was correcting Chidima okay.
Are you kidding me?
Yes. Chidima do it now. Chidima do it now.
Hey, Jesus.
because that side, I think Chinua was one play left back. Was it left back there? Yeah. See, Collins, let me hear from you before I bring you out here.
Okay.
Good
evening.
I
Yes.
did.
Good evening.
Good evening.
You know, I don't think that we should always put the blame on NFF and the Nigerian government when our players are not playing well. The decision of football is with the coach and the players. It is a game. The organization will do everything, and whatever the organization have to do, they are doing it. Apart from owing salaries, they camp, they prepare friendlies. When Genetro was there, everything was given to the Super Eagles.
But sorry, I want to ask you a question. Have you played football professionally before? Not Division 4 or Division 6. Have you played Division 2 before?
Yes.
Division 2. No. Because
I played the professional football.
Mikel Obi said something that
the
way you prepare players for games.
Yes.
To prepare players for games.
I agree with you. No, I agree. But you know that they employ a coach. And this is the duty of a coach. And when you look at Nigeria, have always been like this. It's not like something changed. The pitch that we used to win South Africa with Shaibu Amudu in 2010 qualification, I think that match was in 2009. It was an away game. We won 1-0. Obodo gave that pass to Ike Uche. Yes. The pitch was as well. Even the game, the tournament we won, the pitch we used to draw as Zambia in the second game in South Africa was like this. Didn't have grass. Even the one we used to beat Ethiopia.
Okay,
so
let me ask this question so that you continue.
I
want him to continue. The question is, in the World Cup qualifying, since Nigeria have been playing, is there a time that they have played on Saturday? They put match on Saturday, they leave on Sunday, they go there and they played on Tuesday.
That I cannot recall. I cannot recall. What I'm trying to say is this: quality player is the reason why we are failing, and the coaches have caused it most likely, because you can imagine when Zambia, when we went to Zambia with Genetro. If players are really good, they can communicate with the ball. I hear some people will say they don't know themselves, they have not been. These are excuses for players that are not good footballers. Good footballers, they will definitely connect the ball very easily, even if they just met 2 days ago. The difference will be very clear. Yes, it is different. I will tell you the difference. Yes, of course.
Time.
I'll give you an example. When I went to a trial, sometimes ask any professional footballers, you do go to a trial and play a match without, you have not seen anybody, they just select you and you play a match. You understand? And your qualities will still show. So what I'm saying is this: if players are not good, they have this. When you talk about people don't know each other, you will see it in the final stage, maybe in the 18, or when they cannot score, like the one that happened between Tolu, but not in a normal field, normal situation. So why am I saying it? We saw a table. Sasa brought in a table instantly when he took over from Olise. That meeting was new. A table, I think Iwobi and Mikel and them. They played very well, despite we lost to Egypt in that match. You will see that the play was not the problem. It was that they didn't get goals. You understand? You remember that there was a chance Moses missed. Iwobi gave to him and he missed.
Was it in Cairo or in Kaduna?
In Kaduna, a free chance. It just
was 1-1 now.
Yes. Now you ask for the past since let's even start from the Nations Cup, 2019 till now. How many of these players have shoot the ball from outside 18 and the keeper now even pointed it like supposed to enter goal? A team that does not have a quality to shoot from outside, you don't. If what happened in Cote d'Ivoire, I begin to respect Pesero the more, because if a team does not have the quality to shoot the ball, irrespective field or no field, whatever, giving excuses, they cannot shoot, they cannot make moves that will show that these are quality players. Back to back, it's not one match, back to back, and we are praising them. Sometimes I begin to feel that some of our two African best players, they are not the best African best player. They are just around like maybe the level of Aubameyang. Let me put it that way. Among people that have won that trophy, they should be in the level of Aubameyang. You cannot put Lookman in the level of Sadio Mane or Salah. In the quality of play, in distance decision, in everything. So we have to first of all accept that when you have a good selection of quality players, of course you must not win games. But when they play, when they move.
Sorry, let me say this comment quickly because it's a very respected journalist, brother Kade Gundare of Complete Sport. So that colleagues, I respect him. If you know him, as good as
psychologically.
The matches can be can be won and lost even before you get on the pitch. So you can see that it's right. There's a game before the game, which is correct. If you are sure that the players alone, then maybe we won't need coaches too. That's it. So games are won time before you enter the pitch. Continue, Collins. He's just trying to give you a feel.
Of course, for us as Super Eagles team, we have been taking advantage of big teams in Africa, whereby like Egypt, like Cote d'Ivoire, because these guys will come out and sometimes underrate us, and then our players will take advantage of with their speed and counter attack, and we have been winning these games. But when a team sits back, that is when you know a quality team. If a team sits back for you, the team have acknowledged that you are good, you have quality, and they have planned that we want to stop you, and you're still able to break them and make a good result out of it. That is when you can show that, yes, you are really good. So that is what is shown in our football. Whenever we are in a weak group or playing a weak, even look at that Nations Cup when we played Guinea-Bissau. It was our poorest game, Guinea-Bissau, the lowest team in that our group. So this is the character of the players. We need quality selection, and I want to advise that the only way, apart from and we have youth setup that is coming up every year. Whenever it comes up, they should try to, even if, for example, that boy in Experience in Tunisia, that boy is a quality midfielder now. You want to tell me that he cannot play in that game? Is South Africa now better than the Tunisia league, or is it a second? Even the Belgian second division where Toshuku Nandi is playing? Toshuku Nandi, it's a better midfielder by character. We have seen him play. We have seen the character than what we have. We need to integrate the young ones, because if you look at the best of this set that we had, it was 5 years ago, 2019. That was when they were young. You can imagine the you were talking about. He was young, 2019 Nations Cup. They were all young, even Chukwueze. That was the best tournament they have ever played. Ever since then, nothing, no level. You understand? We are just hoping and thinking that they will get better than that. So we should just know that Nigeria will always do better when we bring the young ones to mix quickly, the good ones, talented ones, to mix quickly with the old ones, and we will be able to make difference. The problem lies, the responsibility is with the coach. It's with the coach.
Thank you. Because a lot of people agree with you, some people disagree with you, but you've made your point that
it's really cool. Because you can also see that with Siasia. Siasia always had difficulties, but whenever he presents a team, the team will still display class, despite the difficulties of NFF.
But
Okay.
displaced class.
Yeah,
That's underage.
yeah. Collins, Mr. Collins,
No,
look at this. Yeah.
I want to take Collins now because I have
Okay.
Eddie wants to finish his thoughts. So thank you, Collins, for your time. We really enjoyed the conversation. Some people agree with you, some people disagree with you, but thank you for your time. So Eddie, just finish your finish your conversation. I said, yeah,
Oh
I think your
yes,
hair is good now.
it's better now. Oh,
Very smooth.
No, it's it's because life sometimes, right? But what Collins was saying. Well, on the politics of the game, Sha, I think the politics of the game is affecting West Africa. I think the decisions that they've made, that Motsepe and CAF has made for qualifiers, especially, and everybody's looking at the senior team. When you look at the other age grade, those decisions is much more vital because now not allowing your under 17 to go to the World Cup is very critical. Not because you are not defeating them on the pitch, you are defeating them with policy. And probably many of us don't understand South Africans. They band together a little bit more than West Africans, right?
Yes.
So, and they are banding together to look in the last under 20 Nations Cup when South Africa defeated us. Somalia was in that competition.
Yeah.
See, it doesn't make sense. So why are we cutting our best legs at under 20, at under 17 level? The best representatives comes from West Africa, Mali. All of us, we've gotten above the second round in terms of even Burkina Faso. They've gotten above quarterfinal in international competitions at 8th grade. You understand? So that shows you we have quality. You understand? And that is the major pipeline that has been funding most of our team in terms of supplying most of our senior teams. So for all of them, if you think of Burkina Faso, you think of that guy that used to play for Aston Villa and Ajax. What's his name? He played age grade competition. Look at all of them. And now South Africa is coming after that, which is not fair. You understand? It's not fair. And I think, Smith, I have told you before, let us speak up against this. Our policymakers should be more astute as to what decisions are being made by CAF. You understand? They should go back and think it over before you just vote yes. Go back, think it over. What's the long-term effect of this? Because last time, South Africa beat us at under 20 level for the very first time. They were very happy. They were very happy when they did that. A lot of these boys the Umbokazi that they were talking about played at that competition. Played in the competition now. The one that they said there was defending Ademola Lookman. Trust me, you know quality when you see one. I don't think it's not. There is a reason our players go to Europe and survive. Maybe because of the demands of Europe is a bit different. They've talked about that. Even in if you listen to some of this Soccer Africa, they said it. The demand is different. Even Hugo Bruce said it that sometimes Europe, for a center back, they need a 6'5", those kind of things, and sometimes it affects. However, let us be very careful. Our leaders in CAF in West Africa needs to now go back and be looking at these policies very carefully. You understand? Because how would you be playing regional tournaments? North Africa, if North Africa had this advantage, they will never allow it. You cannot play regional tournaments when you have 3 potential champions in your group so that one of them will qualify. Are you sensible? Nigeria, Ghana, and Ivory Coast, they can all go to the finals of the Under-17 World Cup. And you want them to drop because you want Somalia to present a team, because you want to give South Africa an advantage so that they will always go to international tournaments. You see how unfair this is. You see how unfair this is. It's plain stupidity. And this is what is now affecting us now. And they've now carried this thing here. And we will start seeing the long-term effects of these few years where we are not able to present under 17. We'll start seeing it. And we're excited to see, because now we're asking who's going to replace some of these players, because we did not see the under 17 play, we didn't see the under 20 play. That's the major pipeline that some of these clubs use to assess us. Now, on the Nigeria versus South Africa game, right? Sorry, Smith, I apologize for taking your time, but on the Nigeria versus South Africa game, I told you that I think I knew Eric Shell was going to go with 3 at the back from the last game, because I saw the structure. Giving those defenders playing time, was he wanted to go with 3 at the back. But I think we showed South Africa a little bit more respect. South Africa was very ordinary on that day. I think they wanted to come and fight. They did not want to come and play. Even though Hugo Bruce was saying Nigeria wanted to come and fight, it was his own players that came fighting. They were insulting. You see the words they were throwing at they came fighting, insulting players. That's what they were doing. And that's the only way South Africa could get us to their level. What I saw that day was that there was no way South Africa could be on the same level with the Super Eagles. Trust me, even with how disorganized our organization is, if we present any team, we can still beat South Africa. South Africa is not good enough. Their talent level is not great. You understand? So, with all due respect to them, so that game was was won because of the pitch, and because they were fighting, they were displaying some antics. And when he switched to number 4 at the back, even with or without Bruno Yemechi, you could see that we were more organized. We knew the pitch more, a little bit more. You could tell that these players had more quality, and that's what I saw. We were very unlucky that we gave them too much respect, and we did not push forward a little bit. Some of the substitution was also a bit off, because I felt that we could have left someone in midfield. You just need one person in midfield and put the ball on the ground a little bit more, so that when they throw that final pass, you understand, whether it's going up or it's coming down, you understand, because we had better attackers. Even with Cyril Desas or Tulu Arokudaye looked more fitted to the game on that day. But I mean, it's water under the bridge already. In my opinion, Smith, you would not like this. I don't want to help South Africa qualify for the World Cup. In all those permutations that you are doing, and in that permutation, South Africa wants to be, you are making South Africa top of the group. Forget it. That South Africa team, I do not like the antics that they've displayed. They don't want to qualify for the World Cup on the pitch. They want to qualify to the World Cup by conniving with other teams. It's not fair. It's not fair. I just don't think it's smart. Conniving with Lesotho, conniving with Zimbabwe. They want to do everything so that no, that's not the way. They should play on the pitch. Have they not gone to the World Cup before? South Africa, they beat in 2000 Sydney. Did they not beat Brazil 3-1? Ronaldinho's Brazil in a competition. Why are they doubting their ability? They should play on the ground. They should play their football. You understand? So that's those, and they have talent. And when South Africa produces talent, everybody knows they produce Benny McCarthy, Lucas Radebe, McFish. You know they have some quality players that have come out of South Africa. But I don't think these guys are really that great. It's just because Nigeria did not do their homework earlier.
Yeah. All right. Thank you, Henry. That was the network was very good today. Thank you. Thank you. So, Musepe should be happy. He approved the Horrible Stadium and gave that referee AFC's people. So let me just bring. Final word from Henry. Or Henry. What do you want to just final word from you? What do you want to, tell the NFF now?
Let them do the right thing. Let them do the right thing. If they know what they're supposed to do for these guys to go to the World Cup, let them do it.
Yes.
They are too much money anxious. They want money, but let them do the right thing. When they do the right thing,
to share money.
Yeah, things will work out well. So, Smith, my question to you is this.
Yes,
now, if we played our 2 games, that should be 6 points plus 11. That would be 17 points, right? And Benin Republic is playing who? Rwanda, right? And the Nigeria. Okay, they might lose
There have
the
been
2
2 away
games.
games.
They might lose the 2 games. Yes, that should be 40. They will still be on 14 points. Then Rwanda, we played Benin and South Africa.
Yes.
Draw and win. They might draw 1 and win 1, which is 4 points, and they're 11, which is 15 points. Now, if we are in second position, which country do you think that we might be? Which country in the playoff do you think that if they will not get that 17 points, that are still in 15 points now?
Listen, in that, see, if we get 17 points, we end up like it's going to be 15 points or normally. So the countries there's no country that have attained that 15 normal points now. No country.
Okay.
So there is still open. It's still open. But the country that is almost certain of being the playoff is Gabon.
Gabon, huh?
Yes, Gabon.
What about Cameroon is 15 points, right?
15 points, but take 4, 11. So Cameroon and Gabon. But DR Congo, I don't think so yet.
DR Congo, which they have 2 matches, right?
They have 2 matches. Away to Togo and at home to Sudan.
Do you think they might win the 2 games?
If they win the 2 games, they can show up there. But the only team I think that Nigeria can take advantage of very well is Burkina Faso, because we're going to be on the same points. You Nigeria score more than them. So Burkina Faso.
Yeah, Burkina Faso, which they have 1 away and 1 home, right?
They have 1 away and 1 home.
Which people?
Yeah. They have Sierra Leone away.
And
Ethiopia, and they have Ethiopia at home.
Okay. The main thing, we need to score more goals.
That's it. So it's already there. He's still there.
Okay.
They have Sierra Leone in Morovia. Sierra Leone also have chance to qualify. If Sierra Leone beat them in Morovia, they will be on the same point with Burkina Faso.
Oh,
yes, because Sierra Leone is 12 points.
Oh,
so
okay.
it's a tough thing. It's a tough thing to play. It's a tough
thing.
Yeah.
Okay, no problem. Thank you so much,
you.
guys. Thank you.
Yeah. IoT and Charles. Okay, IoT, I'm here from you already out of. I do want to.
Good evening.
Good evening.
I've been listening to everything that everybody has been saying.
Okay.
Smilai, I like the energy that you're trying to put out. You're trying to give people hope.
Give people hope, just reality.
I mean, it's reality, but hope you're trying to give. The reality of it is that we're on the outside looking in, but you're trying to tell people that the door is not closed yet. They shouldn't, they shouldn't give up. I respect it, but it's the hope that kills, and people are going to be believing now and then. If we don't make it, or when we don't make it, we are only going to be more heartbroken than they already are. But nevertheless, I mean, where there is a will, there is a way. There is a chance. We have to pray for some other people to lose. We have to win our own games. For me, it's just interesting that we've not been winning, and then all of a sudden now we have to win, and we're believing that we're going to win. Same way we believe we will beat South Africa. But all in all, it's all good. For me, I say that South Africa game, I even spoke about it in my post-match review. I posted the clip on social media as well. The pitch was terrible, but we cannot use that as an excuse. We could and should have still won that match. We didn't. We didn't play well enough to win the game. We played better than South Africa, but we didn't play well enough to win that game. And we have to accept it as it is. I also heard Collins talking about how we shouldn't blame the NFF. The players have to take blame. Players are not good enough. I understand where he's coming from. The reality of it is that the failure of the team up to this point is not solely on the federation and the administration. The players who go on the field have to take some blame. When you make mistakes, when you don't convert chances, all those things, players have a part of the blame. The coach also made mistakes along the line. The coach has a part of the blame. But the federation takes a big portion of the blame as well, because they are the ones that set everything in place for people to succeed. I've said this thing, it's like if you are running a business, if you bring in the best people into a business with terrible structure, There's a very good chance that those people are not going to be able to perform because your business just has bad structure. And at the end of the day, if I hire you to run my company and my company does bad, I'm going to fire you and say you are not running my company well. I'm not going to now say that, it's because the people you employed are not good enough. Well, you employed them. It's the people that are selling, the sales agents are not good enough. You are the one in charge of the sales agents. So for me, I look at it that at the end of the day, if the people that are running our football cannot achieve results, cannot prepare us well enough, cannot put the right tools in place, the right resources in place for us to achieve the best results, then they have to hold the brunt of it. If it was a club, you cannot sack the owner of the club. But this is not a club. The NFF is nobody's property. It's nobody's, nobody owns it. It belongs to the Nigerian people. So at the end of the day, if the Nigerian people don't want those set of people to run our football anymore, then we should be able to say, people need to. Yes, I know that. Okay, you can say that the president was elected democratically, so you cannot just fire the president. The president's term has to run out, or maybe the board has to impeach. Fine, but for all the people there that were appointed, somebody just called you and said, "Bro, I have this job for you. Oh yeah, take." Those people, we should be able to call and say, "These people that are appointed are not doing a good enough job, and they should not be at the job." All respect to Austin Guavon, I like him as a man, as a person, but technical director, what is the technical direction at the Super Eagles or the Super Falcons or Nigerian football has been going in for the past few years since he has been running our technical department? You can't say it. So what exactly is the job that he's doing? Is he doing a good job? What are the KPIs? How do we even measure the impact of his contribution into Nigerian football? I don't know how they do it. Maybe they have some internal metrics, but I don't see it. So we definitely need to put blame on those people, down to things like scheduling, down to players getting the right facilities, the right treatment. They went to South Africa, they were training in the garage of the hotel or in the parking lot of the hotel that they lodged in. Those kinds of things are not good enough. Not being able to have a proper training session before a very important game like that. That comes down to scheduling, not good enough. So there are many things that can be done and should be done better. That's just the reality. Now, does it mean that the players don't have blame? No, the players have blame. When you get on the field, you have to go and do a job. You do the best that you can with the tools that you are given. But in that particular match, a few days removed from the disappointment of the game, a lot of players fought hard. We got two players got injured. They are missing their team games this weekend. Olaino unfortunately is out until about December. Even we're still hoping that he's going to be back in time for the AFCON. This guy essentially got hurt playing for Nigeria and trying to help us to qualify for the World Cup. So the players are putting a lot of effort towards it. Yes, their performance on the field might not have been good enough. Yes, they should have been able to score more. Yes, they should have been able to prevent the easy goal that South Africa scored. But again, the federation have things that they are doing that they are doing wrong and they need to do better. And
Smith, sorry. Smith and IoT.
Let him finish,
Okay. Go.
Yeah. And Smita, we're on live together when I realized about that press release that they put out where they essentially threw Sirudesa on the bus. I think that, very, very embarrassing, very disappointing. I don't know what kind of personal vendetta or personal grudge someone can have against a player that is, in the Super Eagles, and as a federation, you use your power as the communications director to put out a press release to essentially just knock and condemn a player. Easy targets. This is not the first time that Ademola Alajire is doing something as unprofessional as this. Remember when he called Randy Waldrum blabbermouth, loudmouth, this thing, the worst coach in Nigeria history. The coach that was about to take us to the World Cup, they call and say the worst coach in history, things like that. I like to pay respect to people, but you cannot just use your platform anyhow because you think you're in a position of power and nobody can check you. And
I want to ask you this question. You are into this media now, partially. Do you think it's power drunk? Because I look at it that is a position. With due respect to this man has been there. But he has covered games. He was part of the '94 World Cup media. He was everywhere. Been everywhere. But what do you think could be responsible? Because I said, personal vendetta, not happy with the way they played, he was emotional, he wrote. At what time do you think you set out your emotion? and do your work.
As a professional, you have to set out your emotion and do your job. See, that's just the reality. You cannot use your platform like that. It's like it's even the same way you have a platform. I have a platform. Many people have created platforms for themselves. It doesn't, yes, you might have influence, you might have opinions, but you have to be careful how you use your platform. Again, if you use your platform to attract unnecessary hate and anger towards a person intentionally, knowing that that's going to be the outcome, it is a misuse of your platform. It is unprofessional. And then these, I'm talking about people, private individuals that have no loyalty or no responsibility to protect somebody else. But now we're talking about the federation. The federation, you have to use your platform better. You just cannot. The federation is supposed to be on Nigeria's side. If there's one person that should be biased, it should be the bloody NFF, because you are the federation for Nigerian football. Everything that you should do, okay, you want to publish a match report, then you have to be as neutral as possible. You cannot publish a match report that is showing things or sounding like you're condemning a player or saying that the player did badly, etc. And again, for me, I look at it that when you're now publishing things that are factually untrue, he could not win any aerial ball. If you go and look at the numbers, he contested one aerial ball in that match and he won that one aerial ball. So what are the aerial balls that he couldn't win? The ones that went far over his head and he's supposed to somehow turn into a 10-foot tall player and get it. He contested one aerial ball, he won that aerial ball. You say he couldn't latch on to passes. What are the passes that he couldn't latch on to? The ones that were played far wide and he's supposed to chase and somehow overpower two defenders. So for me, I just look at it that it's very, very irresponsible. Unfortunately, nothing is going to happen to him. He's probably sitting in his house waiting these ones they talk about. You know, they eventually went and edited the article and removed that part. But it is too embarrassing. This is a misuse of power. These are the little things. See, that's why they say you give a man an inch, it takes a mile. Because people don't understand that because you are somewhere does not mean that you can just do and undo. And that's why I constantly tell people not to dive into politics, but that's why I constantly tell people that, see, we condemn and criticize our leaders in Nigeria all the time. But I tell you, the average Nigerian, put that person in the position of power. Now just say your own power never reach that level where another person power reach. Now, the other people that might be crucifying Olajire, if they were the ones that had access to NFF platform and social media and website and everything, they might even publish worse, because everybody, a lot of people just like to use their power anyhow, and that's something that I tell people to be very, very careful of. It is very easy for you to feel like you now have power or you have influence, or so you can do anyhow, or somebody upsets you, so you want to throw the person at the boss. I told you previously about a journalist that a player asked him for an interview. The person did not give him the interview. And then every week, the guy was publishing on his website, one of the popular Nigerian football websites, every week publishing a negative story about the guy over and over and over again. And these are just ways that somebody can misuse the power. It was embarrassing, in my own opinion, my own personal opinion. I think that if a communication director put out a statement like that, he needs to be reprimanded, suspended, or fired. We've not heard of any of the things being done to him.
He
So
just edited it and has a.
see,
it cannot be recorded, but already shot it.
Everybody already has the screenshot. Everybody has the evidence of it. They cannot say that it didn't come from them. You know, it's a big shame. There's so many things that we need to do.
And I think Oshoala said tweeted your.
Yeah, Oshoala, she reposted what we. I think she eventually took it down, but she reposted it because, you know, again, this is not the first time that we're seeing it. They like to throw players on the boss when things don't go well. They try to put on somebody's head. Same thing they do with the Super Falcons. See, I was going to say this on my show on Monday, but even an under 20 player, you know, the under 20 World Cup is coming up. You know, there's an under 20 player that was in camp where, you know, where they're doing selection. They told this player to pay 10 million naira to get selected. They told the person to pay 10 million naira. And the boy said, I don't understand for what. He said, they told him between you and your club, because the boy plays abroad. He said, between you and your club, you need to find 10 million naira to play. After the boy said he's not paying, you know, they told him to go back to his club that he's not selected for the tournament. What do you say?
Is he foreign born?
No, Nigerian born, but he plays abroad.
So after this World Cup dilemma, they still haven't learned their lesson.
This just happened 2 days ago that I got all the messages from the player and everything. They sent him out of the camp. They said he's not part of the team because they said doesn't have 10 million. The boy was so upset because he's like, I left my club everything to come and join you guys. Like, you know, that if he knew that this was how it was going to be, that why would he even have left his club? You know, and ultimately all this is the one I had to pay for his flights to join them in the camp, everything, only for them to tell him to pay 10 million if he wants to be part of the team. So there's so many things that are wrong with our federation and our football, and it's hard for us to progress better. Because I'm not even coming here to say that that guy should have been in the team, but if that was a player that deserved to be in the team, that's how that person is not going to take part, because this thing. And that's why I look at it at the same time. If a player is looking for an opportunity to market himself, between him and his agent, they'll quickly go and raise that 10 million, and then they will pay, and then the person will go to the under 20 World Cup and hopefully get some visibility that can get him a move abroad. But this guy is less concerned. He already has a club in Europe, so he's not worried too much about who is going to see him. But man, there's so many things that go wrong in our football.
Let me just address some things that Shashi was saying. So about giving Nigerian people hope. I'm not saying so. See, the reason why I made that presentation was that I've been listening to different podcasts. I've been listening to different people, and I realized that nobody knows the guideline, you know, of that tournament. So I'm just trying to look at it from a different angle to tell people that this is how they will calculate the best loser. And that is the standard, and that's part of the community national guideline. So if you don't know that, I'm just trying to do that, because I saw Sawadinho, I've been hearing different podcasts and different everything, and I realized that they are just drinking from the same cup. So that's what I'm doing. That this is not so, because I don't want the Eagles to go to the game thinking that there's 119 points somewhere they cannot cash. No, it's not like that. That's the reason why I put that one, so that we can also be informed slightly about it. Also, if you say to give hope to, it's part of it, but just so that you can be informed about it. And talking about misuse of power, see, power, if you don't have power yet, you will not know what to use power to do. For example, I know of somebody that contested for NFF president. So we're in WhatsApp group, and he will just remove us. I'm just trying to say that if you put people as the head of WhatsApp group alone, that powerful, they can remove somebody because you have made them powerful. On that WhatsApp group, or they will remove you, or they will. So that is power. Power is power intoxicates. You know, let's honestly, power intoxicates, especially in the country where I come from, where somebody that is head of somewhere would think is the alpha and omega. For example, now, I spoke to people around this man in question that wrote this article. All of this said, I cannot correct him. Eh? I want him. Hey, I want him. I was saying, they cannot correct him because of the type of person that maybe probably is. So, for example, now, when he wrote something about against during the Aisha Buhari Cup, that he's the one that destroyed everything, and you know, she wrote that thing in 2010 World Cup too. That was how it kept a lot of Nigerian players too. He has been doing this for so many years, but there's nobody to control him. I don't know how powerful he is, but this thing will continue. Let them go and play against Lesotho now, and they did not actually want maybe do the needful or against this thing. There's still going to be the same thing coming out. For me, I just think that it's like a rush of blood, and that rush of blood normally come, you know, periodically. But I just think that there's always tomorrow for everything, you know.
And sorry, so like, let me just quickly say this. And I mean, a lot of Nigerian fans, you know, I saw a lot of people, oh, Desas is this, Desas is useless, oh, he shouldn't be called up, he shouldn't be this, he shouldn't be that. And see, this is one of the reasons why I always tell you guys that I try my best to stay balanced in all my conversations. I try not to get too high, I try not to get too low when talking about any player or anybody. Because this same Cyril Desas is a player that when people were upset with Boniface, look at how Desas is playing hard. Look at what Desas is doing. Oh, Desas is this. Oh, did you see the way he played against Ghana? Look at the blah, 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 blah. All of a sudden now, that Desas has had a game that they think is a bad game. They've turned on him. It's the same way. See, me, I always say, that's why when I analyze football, I always say, okay, I think this person did this good. I think this person did this bad. I'm not going to praise the person to the high heavens unless they absolutely do not put a foot wrong. And people get upset if it's a player that they like. You know, if you saw, a lot of people were upset to me because I said Benjamin Frederick made 2 mistakes in the game. Did he not?
Indeed.
Did he not? But because I pointed it out, this one is all down. I don't even want to get into the other guys. Like I came on your platform, I was saying, well, see, I will say this. I usually don't care when people on social media say, oh, I don't like a player, or I'm biased towards a player, or this one, that one, because at the end of the day, it's put on social media. But I always feel like journalists should have a lot more integrity and have a lot more respect to not say
I want to ask
that in public. So let me just finish, because it's things like that. When people that are close to certain players or people that are journalists start to imply that, oh, Smith-Lai doesn't like somebody or IoT doesn't like somebody, those are the things that make the players themselves start to truly believe that, oh, okay, this person is against me, this person doesn't like me. And that's not the case. If somebody makes a mistake, there's nothing wrong in pointing it out. Even if the person had a fine game, you can still point out things like that. So for me, I don't care when fans say it, but when somebody that is a journalist goes online and says something like that, it upsets me a little bit, because I think that person should have more integrity and understand that you don't make claims like that unfounded simply because, okay, you think the person should not have said this. It's a difference of opinion. You don't have to imply bias. I think it's when there's no football argument to be made, that's when people start talking about people's character, start talking about things like that. But yeah, go on. What's your question?
I want to ask you a question before Charles. Are you a fan of Benjamin Fredericks?
I'm not a fan of any player. I've said this. I think I've said this many times. I'm not a fan of any player. I'm a fan of Nigerian football. I follow Nigerian players closer than anyone else because I like Nigerian football. But is there any player that I'm a fan of? No, that's just the right thing. No, I don't particularly care. I'm a fan of Chelsea. You guys, that's the one that okay, yes, but other than that, I'm a fan of Nigerian football. There's no Nigerian player, even the players that I work with. So by virtue of working with them, I guess I'm their fan. But other than that, I think Benjamin Frederick is a good young player. I think he's a good young player. Am I saying that he's the best thing since sliced bread? No. Am I saying that he's bad? No. I think he's a good young player. But am I a fan of him? I'm not a fan of Osimhen. I'm not a fan of anybody. It doesn't mean that I don't support the person. It doesn't mean that I don't like the person. It doesn't mean that I don't wish the person well. For me, I stay balanced, because once you become a fan, you're not objective anymore. That's the thing for me. You're not objective anymore once you become a fan. It's the same if I'm having a conversation with you about Chelsea, I might try my hardest to be objective, but because I have an innate love for the club, I'm not going to be. I have that bias just naturally. So that's why I try not to say, oh, man, I just love this player so much. You see the way, all due respect to Humble, you see the way Humble talks about Osimhen. He can never be objective again about Osimhen, because he has just sucked himself into the fandom around Osimhen. And if you allow yourself to be like that, you can't do this job if you are just, you can like somebody, you can really appreciate how good they are. I appreciate how good Victor Osimhen is. I appreciate how composed Frederick is at his young age. But I'm not a fan of anybody.
Who is more into Osimhen? Your friend or Mwenri? Your friend?
Who is my friend?
Your friend that you had back and forth with for like a whole day.
I'm confused. Which one are you talking about?
That lives where you are.
That lives where I am.
Yeah, where the country that you
are. I don't know who you're talking about.
Onweri and I just want to bring problem.
I really am not sure who you're talking about.
I don't want to mention that much. Onweri will know the person that's actually together. I'm just trying to say that I agree with you not being a fan, but I just think that since you're not a fan of every player, I think you're just going to be a fan of every player, not any player, because you cover them and you.
I guess you can put it that way. I'm a fan of I'm a fan of good football, man. If you play well, I like you. It's as simple as that. Somebody said Frederick has world-class potential. He's an amazing footballer. If I talk now, they say I'm a hater, but I don't see. What world-class is? They have not shown that yet, and that's the thing with me. People don't like to give players time. And then if the player drops off, these same people will turn against that player. World class, we're talking about the likes of Sergio Ramos, the likes of John Terry's, the likes of Virgil van Dijk.
Okay, when last do you see a 20-year-old as good as Frederick before in Nigeria?
That's like, see, now, I've said many times that we need to have Nigeria class. If we're talking about, is he showing Nigeria class? Oh, of course.
When last have you seen a 20-year-old that is as Africa and as a defender as good as this guy?
I will have to really think about that if it comes to Africa. But again, that's why I'm saying that again. It depends on the level that we're talking about. For Nigeria, yes, he has Nigeria. He has the potential to be a top defender for Nigeria. If you say world class potential, I'm sorry, but I would have to disagree. I would have to disagree because I've seen different young defenders around the world. Are you telling me that, like, with all due respect to him, does he come close to Dean Housen, who just joined Real Madrid?
So, do you think that if Fredericks get opportunity like Pau Kubasi, could he be better?
No.
Eh?
No, I don't think so.
Than Pau Kubasi?
I don't think so. I really don't think so. If it was that, like, see again, I'm not saying though, if he becomes a great defender in 5 years, I'll hold my hand and say I was wrong in judging his potential. But I genuinely don't think so. Kubasi did not, like, I think we're also very quick to just talk about opportunity that somebody else got. Okay, Kubasi is Spanish, so yes, he has a bit of long leg. But Kubasi also did not get to play almost 100 games for Barcelona simply because he's Spanish. It's not the only one coming from the academy. There are many of them that are coming from the academy. It's because he's a standout. It's because he's a standout. Housen is playing at this level because he's a standout. You know, Benjamin Frederick, with all due respect to him, is not better than Action Pong of Chelsea. He's not.
He's not?
He's not. He's not. If like I tell you that Action Pong, okay, I mean, maybe I'll be proved wrong in the future. Maybe I would, and I hope I am. But I don't see world class. I see Nigeria class. Oh, for sure.
Somebody said that Felix and Mbukazi, who is better?
I've only watched Mbukazi one game, so I cannot judge. You know, like that's the reality. Like I've never watched him before he played against Nigeria. From that one game that he played against, that I saw against Nigeria, I mean, he had a good game. He had a good game.
So, Charles, I'm very sorry for keeping you for a long time. Charles, just
Smith, you see, this problem, this World Cup problem, started from Amaju era. If people were paying any, the one he came in, because he refused to invest. He brought Pesero, and he's come to Pesero. He said Pesero work with Real Madrid, like yada, give him to us. My take is this: see, the time General was managing that team, we were doing okay. They frustrated him, and he lost inspiration. General is someone that likes Nigeria, and you see that Benin match. I don't think we'll win it. The best we can go for draw. I don't see us winning it because again, they want to teach us a lesson. That the problem is not from him; it's from the federation. Now, what are the federation doing? Are they saying anything? No, they're keeping mute, they're keeping quiet. We have another World Cup to 2030. Let's start preparing. Let's start investing. I am so angry with what. No, I am so angry with what CAF did to these boys. I am so angry. They played dirty politics, and Gusso did not say anything. He did not say anything. He was just mute. I'm gonna keep repeating myself. If he go ahead, why can't you open your mouth and talk? Look at the stadium they're playing. Look at the time, the day. They played on Saturday. South Africa played on Friday. They left on Sunday. Landed around Monday, Sunday morning, March Tuesday. And IoT just confirmed that they trained in parking lot. What kind of rubbish is that in a must-win game? Who does that? They did not anticipate all this. They did not anticipate all this. They were praying to God. Looking at that team, I don't think we deserve to qualify. I watched the game. And I saw how Eric Chell just messed things up from the start. Why will you play Ekong on left center half? I wanted Ekong to play. But when I look at that pacing me, I'm so afraid.
Let me tell you something, Sharks. He didn't start Ekong as when he adjusted the formation. That was where Ekong came. He didn't start Ekong as a left center back. Please just get that. If you have been following this program, I said it. The way it started with Bassi was a left center back. But because we realized that we're not getting pressure on the team going forward, it changed it. See, let me tell you something. That's what we don't see from other coaches. You must be able to tinker your team. But unfortunately, we don't have the quality to be flexible. We don't have it. As I said, we don't have this utility player. Ekong can only play one position on the pitch. One position on the pitch. Ekong cannot play more than one position on that pitch. Maybe you can see move line around. Play right back, play center back, play left back. He can't play more than one position Ekong on the pitch. Balogun can still play right, play left. Ekong cannot play. Ekong cannot play right back. Ekong can play right back. He started his career as a right back. Ekong cannot. So we have these players like that. So it's just that unfortunately we, we don't. I just see what I just would have loved for this team, because if this team could pick, I know that it's difficult, but it's not impossible. They could pick a ball from their pockets, and I see them going to the playoff actually, and go to Morocco in November.
But look, I don't see them winning that playoff. That playoff is too hard.
No.
I think honestly, I think if we qualify for the playoffs, I think we'll win.
I think we'll win.
So
I think we'll win in Africa first if we qualify for the playoffs. I think Africa at least.
But I saw the draws. They said that against the New Caledonia and Oman, I don't think African teams will be able to deal with Oman. And
How about Bolivia? How about Bolivia?
No, Bolivia is a ranked team. There are two ranked teams, one coming from Africa and one coming from South America. So they will be on a different paths.
No problem. Because
the team. So we are going to be having two CONCACAFs too, I know who are they, say for. I was checking them, like to is it Curacao? I don't know.
Curacao.
Yeah, Curacao.
See, sorry, let me quickly say something. Somebody said we don't appreciate what we have. Imagine if Benjamin is playing for England, we'll be crying like we lost Saka. See, I just want to clarify something. If Benjamin was from England, he would not be playing for England's first team. So we won't even be talking. He'll be playing for the under 21s. Yes, that's if he makes the team. But he will be playing for the under 21s.
Under 21 cannot be Super Eagles.
England under 20, they cannot be Super Eagles. England under 21 cannot be Super Eagles.
Because that's about that.
England under 21, no, they won't be.
It's Africa.
See, you know
what? Yes.
To be fair, I'm looking at England under 21. They have in their starting 11, they have Achimpong that I mentioned of Chelsea. They have Archie Gray, who plays for Spurs. They have Joe Bellingham in Dortmund, Louis Smiley of Newcastle. They have Jamie Gittins of Chelsea, Nwaneri of Arsenal, Tyler Diblin of Everton. I don't want to believe that England under 21 will beat Nigeria, but they have a good under 21 team.
They will beat Africa.
Yeah, hands down. No. And they're bragging about their league. All of them are bragging about their league. Well, go check the comments. We'll be telling them, begging them, all these Europeans come and sign their players because they beat
somebody said, "Hey, God, you know what? I'm not going to answer again. Let me not sound like a hater. I hope that the boy becomes a world-class talent. I hope he's making it into the world 11 in the future. Let's see what happens."
My own worry
why
is
do you
Nigeria.
think that you don't rate Fredericks? Because a lot of people even talk about me that say, this your guy talks, you are picking on a young player too much.
Because people don't understand nuanced conversations. People don't understand that you can see the highs and you can see the lows and you can be balanced. People just want praise. And that's what a fan does. And again, I can try to explain, I'm not a fan. People have said the same thing about me and Osimhen, because in a game where Osimhen misses chances and I say, oh, he misses chances, they say, hey, but Osimhen worked. It's just me trying to be nuanced in my conversations. I'm not overrating England. I'm not looking at anything. I'm just being realistic with myself. I watch a lot of football, not just Nigerian football, and I see young players, and like somebody said, if he's playing for a big team, would he have more exposure? Yes, he would have more exposure. But even when you're playing for a small team, you can still shine. You can still stand out. You don't necessarily have to be. There are good players that have shown for small teams. Look at this guy that just joined. I mentioned him already, Dean Howson. He wasn't playing for Man City or for Arsenal or for Liverpool before he joined Real Madrid. Now they saw the quality that he had. Look at VVD, Virgil van Dijk, before he joined Liverpool. He was playing for Southampton. You can stand out in a small team, and I'm really hoping that he stands out at Denda in Belgium right now. But so far this season, has he had a good season so far? No. Doesn't mean that he cannot turn it around, but he hasn't had a good season so far. He has had 2 good games for Nigeria. I'll give him that. Does that now make me say that this person is a world-class talent?
Yeah. Sorry, I know because I only have 2 minutes. Somebody want to say something to you. You want to bring him quickly, IoT? We'll just
I mean, you can bring Umboy. It's you that say you want to go. You can bring Umboy and react. I mean, I have no.
Quickly.
He says the second best defender in Nigeria. That's if you don't count Olaino as a defender. I'll give you that. You know, if you don't count, you think Benjamin is better than Shemi Ajayi?
No.
It's not just because Shemi Ajayi is injured. I like that. Realistically, do we think he's better than Shemi Ajayi?
No. See, Smith,
are you not happy about this guy? Like,
I am happy. I am good. But the thing is that, see, if people keep saying things like this, I will respond. But if you want me to praise the quality that he has, he's very, very composed on the ball. He can break the lines with a pass. He can move the ball forward with his feet. When the ball is, he's shown his pace, he's shown his strength, he's shown that he can read when an attacker is coming towards him. Those are things that he's very good at. And I see the potential. And I see that he can grow into a much better player. And that's the thing. Like I see,
before I bring
see
on
how
where
he can be.
Smith. Our best bet is if we don't qualify, we go back to the drawing board. It's sad. These 2 World Cup are missing. No, we have to. We can't. Look, see the first. Those idiots, those morons, those illiterates, they need to leave this place. Those big-headed politicians, let them leave.
My brother.
No, because we're missing 2 historical World Cup. The first World Cup in the Middle East, and now the first ever 48 team. We should not miss the first ever Centurion World Cup. Come on, what's going on?
Thank you, Chas. Sorry, I have to bring you because I don't 2 minutes where I get, I don't overuse them. So just thank you. So Ombu quick, just thank you, just so
yes,
because do you think that Felix is better than Leno Euro?
No. And I don't even think Euro is that good, to be honest. If you can check my Twitter, I'm always dissing Euro. I don't think Euro is that good a player.
Say what you want to say. I bring you shit.
I think if Benjamin was born in England, he will play an England national team.
As per their first team.
Now,
wait now. Are you talking about their first team?
I'm coming now. Let me explain. Let's explain. If Saka was born in Nigeria, I don't think that Saka would have had that opportunity to represent Nigeria. Number one, if Saka was born in Nigeria, grew up in Nigeria, there is this tendency that Saka might end up in Libya. Saka might end up in India. Now, outside the country gives you opportunity to excel yourself. Now, if somebody from Nigeria, after under 20, he went to Brentford and win the best player under 21.
He did not win the best player under 21.
The best player of that season in Brentford.
No, he did not. He won the under 21's player of the year. So
okay. It's a credit. Let's be honest.
No, it's credit. Let's get the credit right.
Yes, it's a credit. Now, I want you to think, if this boy was born in the hell, who is calling me? If this boy was born in England and was given everything in order to improve, he would have gone higher. I made this argument when I said if Chukwueze was born in England, this right foot that he doesn't know how to use, he would have learned how to use it.
Mm-hmm.
Outside the country gives you opportunity to excel. Assuming that they say, look, man, assuming he waited patiently, he would have played for England. The same thing, assuming that Kevin Bassey waited patiently again, Kevin Bassey would have played in Italy or in England.
Mm-hmm. I agree with that.
So when I look at this, for him to come into this far, I have been thinking about this. One, they say he's 20. Let's presume that he's 20. Yes, let's presume that he's 20.
No, he's 20. He's 20.
Okay. Okay, good.
Not his father.
Yes, good. Now, I have watched him. I watched him against Rwanda. I watched him against South Africa. As you know what? I started blaming Nigeria. Assuming that this boy was born outside the country, this guy would have been on fire.
Okay, but can we do something here? Because
Yes.
I don't like having football debates or conversations with assuming with if
because it's under probability. Yes.
Exactly. So let's talk based on what we've seen today, what we know exactly. Because assuming I was born in Canada, even myself I would have been a billionaire.
Honestly, because we have not seen what you have played so far. Now I would have been happy. Yes, assuming you were born in Canada, IoT, you would have played in Canada. Actually, if you are a professional player, you were born in and you have
we can. What I'm just trying to say is that we can assume so many things, but we have to, if we're debating, we have to debate based on what we've seen. And see, the reality of it is that I don't want to sound like a hater, but I know some people think I am. See, Nigerian fans are judging a player based on 3 matches that they've watched, and that has made them believe that he is far better. I ask you, and I ask this with all due respect to the kid. In those 3 matches that he played, how many tackles did we see him make?
Okay.
Can anybody remember a tackle that he made?
But was he defending well?
Yes,
I can remember.
Okay,
I can remember. I can actually remember.
Who did he make the tackle on?
Okay.
I think against South Africa. Against Rwanda, yeah. When that guy was coming in from, he tackled. He made sure
he made 1 tackle. Okay, glory be to God. He made 1 tackle in 3 matches. We're excited about
it. Even our this thing. What's the name? Even what game? In the what's the name?
In the Unity Cup.
Friendly in the Unity Cup. He actually
he made 1 tackle when he covered for Ismail Sadiq. I remember one. But what I'm trying to say is that ultimately, defenders tackle, intercept, read the game well. Those are basic duties, and then aerial ability. Your ability to deal with balls, crosses, things like that. This thing. So he has shown that he has the pace to keep up with players. People cannot run past him easily. He's strong enough to push people up off the ball. Yes, but again, he hasn't shown us that tackling prowess. He hasn't shown us that if a person is coming directly at him, that he can consistently deal with that. Does that mean that he cannot do it? No, because it's not like he has had the opportunity and he didn't succeed at it. But again,
I think he has had that time against Africa.
The times that he dealt with Foster, where Foster balls were going wide, and then he was keeping up with Foster, and then he was shooting and then shouldering Foster away. Those were not direct attacks at him. Do you get what I'm saying? See, it's funny because I was watching the game and I was saying to myself that he reminds me of like a baby Virgil van Dijk. He defends with aura. He maintains composure, keeps his pace and doesn't necessarily always go in for tackles. And he can succeed like that. He might become a very good defender like that. But ultimately, to be a top defender, you need to be able to win the ball.
Yeah.
When it comes to it, last, that's your main duty, to be able to win the ball and protect the goal.
I think even in what's the name, his current club, he plays as a wing back or a right back, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, so he's still not playing. They've not trusted in me. They've not put the trust in him in regards to playing as a centre back consistently. I think if he does that consistently, then we can say he's going to be great. Or you can't compare him with the guy that went to Liverpool, Leone, that came from Parma.
I said that I'm talking about
okay. Yeah, look at my own thing.
Euro has played a lot of games as centre back in Premier League, so you can say he's tested. He's battle tested, but this guy hasn't played professionally as a centre back in his club. So that's the problem. So you won't base it on assumption. Right now he's doing well.
He marked the Premier League striker.
Yeah, he marked the Premier League striker, but see, Smith, with all due respect here, even the worst Premier League defenders have had good games in the league.
Yes, I know.
It's the consistency now at that level. It's the consistency that makes you a top player. To do it week in, week out against high level opposition. That's what makes you a good player now. He's not doing it one time and I'm not trying to take anything away from in the second half, he pocketed Foster, not taking anything away from that. But it's that consistency that matters. Somebody said he won all his aerial duels in the South African match. That is just factually untrue. He contested 2 aerial duels in South African match. He won 1, he lost 1. So when people say things like that,
his aerial duels was getting them though.
Yeah.
he won 2 aerial duels. Again, nobody aerial duel is not you head ball away.
Aerial duel is when you're contesting with someone else. Yeah.
He won 1, he lost 1.
Yeah, look at my own way is this, right? If I'm thinking, I would be looking at what if this guy was not born in
don't use what if again.
No. Do you know why I'm using it? Is because of we have seen some of our coaches in Nigeria. We see what they are teaching the young ones under 15. We saw everything. And there are some things that this guy didn't learn. Right? He now went to England and started beginning to remodel himself again, right? I have to give him a credit. And I said, okay, I mean that this guy said, okay, he's born in England. Those things that he was behind from the age of 10, from the age of 7, they will start teaching him how to do it. I'm telling you, with the discipline I have seen him, he will be at the top. You see, this is the way I look at it now. Yeah, but what will I do? We saw Nigeria, we saw everything. The savior of Mikel was immediately he finished.
Yeah.
And he
he
was trained with
Pepsi. When he came back, he better player.
But see, see something. See again, as I say, it depends on what potential we're looking at. Again, like I said, I think this boy has potential to be one of Nigeria's best defenders in a long time. I do think so. But where I just cannot come out and say world class right now because I've seen many young defenders.
You might be a potential though.
I don't see the world class potential, and I hope I'm wrong because, like, if it's talent, we've seen talents now. Mikel Obi was talent. Was Mikel Obi ever world class? No. Kelechi Iheanacho was talent. Was Mikel world class?
Mikel Obi.
No, it was a very good midfielder.
Don't worry, IoT. We will call him a world class when we don't have any other person that will play like Mikel Obi in our present generation.
That's what I'm saying. Mikel was all-time Nigeria class, but Mikel, you cannot classify Mikel world class now. You know, for me, when I say world class typically to me, the simplest way to describe it is that person can get into any football team in the world. That's for me world class.
In fact, I think some people in this comment section,
that's what I'm watching.
It's not as if they have parts. They just want I disagree with that.
Is that Mikel was
somebody said the player was very close.
Mikel was a very good, useful midfielder in his day at his prime. Mikel was never nominated for world best. Mikel was never nominated.
Second best player in the world as young player.
Even the Nwakali was the best, was one of the best players in the world.
Not at the same age.
I know, but I'm just saying that youth performance doesn't mean anything. Like many youth players that we don't even know where they are today that were great at youth level, so that doesn't really mean anything. Mikel was never world class. He had world class potential. Mikel did have world class potential, but he never became world class.
IoT, I think on Monday, bring this argument. Mention all the Nigerians players that you think. All of us, we might debate it. Okay, this person is our world class or this on Monday. That would be
like in history or
players. Like from Sonjo Lise. Do you think that this person is world class?
That one is assignment.
No. If you bring it, you throw it for us to debate. You will see people's view. You will see where Mr. Adedoto will tell you history.
So somebody know that this Tony Cruz and Mikel story. He denied it.
He denied it, yeah.
You know, there's one notorious Facebook page that will go and do fake news. It's the one saying Drogba. We Photoshop Drogba. You see, he's with Onana, talking to Man U about Onana. We Photoshop Drogba, saying it's in the aircraft for going to Lukman, to go and see Lukman.
Yeah.
This is Stanley new. He's so notorious. In fact, he even brought a fake document of Eguavon taking Ghana's job. That Ghana FA had to deny that Eguavon is not our coach. You know, he circulated
Some people just their own joy is when they're able to create a fake story, and when the story goes viral, they are happy, they're excited. Somebody said Tony Kroos or Mikel. With all due respect to our legend, Mikel cannot lace Tony Kroos' boots.
Tony Kroos. Okocha's news. Okocha had to post that is not saying that he's going for NFFO. It was this notorious page too that orchestrated that news that Okocha want to destroy the Nigerian, want to go for NFFO. He had to come out and defend himself. So I think this. I think it's already finished. That some people, when the fake news becomes viral, they will now sit down and say, they fight with them. In fact, your friend said, "Don't worry." Your friend that you like Osimhen together, he will come to and say, "See this."
Smith, Smith. In the year before go
No, I tell now, next time now, say these are fake news. So please confirm fake news. And he has some people that will spread information. So like 5 of them, you just carry them, it will be out. Look at that jam now. Complete spot. When to take that
man. Come and see.
That's the guy was the one that did the story. That notorious Facebook page. They call him Stanley fan. Complete Sport went to go and pick it up from there. What are we turning to?
That's the problem with Nigerian media. They don't do that.
I just hope that they will not go and change Nigeria one day and the whole thing will just because.
But that person now, the person can be making serious money from all those fake stories.
Yes,
and I was praying for Simon not to respond. I said, God, please make this boy no respond to this. So I beg. I'm telling you, that was my fear.
Sorry, Smilai, XXX. Send me a DM. I'll like. I think there's something that you want from me. Just send me a DM. Let me know what you want from me. Since you came on the live, your own is just to come and be fighting me and attacking me. I said I've heard your opinion. He said IoT wants to sound smarter than everyone.
Why fight you on Monday now?
He fight me on Monday, fight me on Friday. I don't even know who the person is. So send me a DM. Let's talk. I don't know what you want from me, but it's okay. I'm not trying to be smarter than anybody. So for me, I give my opinion. Whether you disagree or you agree with me, it's part of football debate.
But very, very interesting this thing. I will shoot 30 something minutes, one of my time. But thank you, IoT, for your time. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you, guys. Thank you.
So thank you, Ishe. Thank you for your time. Guys, apologies that I have to keep you waiting. Thank you, 141 people still watching. But I want to appreciate all of you for actually finding time to join today. We'll see you again on Monday for Nigeria's podcast, and on Friday for the Friday Night Football Club. Thank you for your love, and I will see you again. Very interesting conversation. Thank you, guys. Very interesting conversation. Thank you.